19.2 points, 19th best in the league. 8.7 rebounds, 12th in the league. He's the number one rebounder in the league at 4 offensive rebounds, I should say. He also shoots 56%, and he's 4th in the league in blocks at 2 per game. A returning player, draft right player, second-year pro, a second-round pick in 2015 of the Thunder. Again, it's Caruso, Hamilton in the backcourt, Woods, Eustace at the forward positions, Johnson in the middle. Chris, should be a good game.
Yeah, wow, I got to fix my mic here. I had to adjust it.
You adjusted the Nat Sound mic, and now yours is down.
All right, yeah, we saw them get that big win over Westchester before they hit that 3-game road trip. And we talked about it in post-game, how they needed to come away from that road trip, 1-2, 2-1, and well, they went 0-3, so now they're on the kind of downhill slide of it. So they definitely have to pick things up. They didn't shoot the ball well from beyond the arc or the free throw line. So those are 2 stats you got to look for tonight to pick up.
And one thing to watch is Gary Payton has the best shooting night in the league this year. 51 points against the LA Defenders on 20 of 29 shooting. Hit, I think, 9 3-pointers in that game or something like that. But he had 51, which is the top performance in the league this year. He starts at guard, and the Vipers have the ball first. They go low post left side to Smith, double team. Kick back out to J.P. Tokedo, back to Smith, 10 to shoot. He'll go and turn on Johnson. A hook shot on the baseline is good.
Yeah, and that was just a good move by Smith. Just a nice little spin move to get his little hook shot going, and nice soft touch.
Smith has not hit double figures in 5 straight games, averaging 8.8 a game. Caruso on the drive, kicks out in the corner to Eustace, picked up by Tokedo. A couple of former mates there reacquaint themselves, and J.P. knocked it out of bounds. J.P. is 4th in the league in steals at 2.5. He's had a steal 11 straight games, 3 steals in a game 7 times this season. Caruso dribbling on Morris, goes left, right, back to his right, bounce pass to Johnson. Takari did a nice job of handling it. Gets it to Caruso on the baseline, a 10-footer off the back iron, and cleared by Payton, who averages 7 rebounds a game from his point guard position. Morris goes baseline, kicks out, driving down was Johnson, intercepting was Takari Johnson. His pass too far ahead for Caruso, run down by Payton. Going the other way, 3-on-2 in the corner. Morris passes up the 3, finds the cutter down the lane, and it's Chris Johnson floating it in, and it's a 4-0 lead for the Vipers.
Yeah, and that was a good find. Johnson just coming right down the middle, nobody defending him at all.
Got a sloppy play there as we went back and forth with a couple of turnovers. Caruso now on the wing. Bounce pass cross court. Eustace, he'll launch a 3. They back rimmed it into the hands of Smith. Up ahead, Tokedo gets behind everyone, but Caruso comes down. JP has to turn off the glass. It was a good shot. Would not go for him from about 6 feet, and Hamilton clears for Oklahoma City. Blue down 4-0. It's Hamilton getting it to Takari. Oh, a nice look inside to Houston for the 2-handed slam.
Yeah, and Johnson, who averages 3 assists a game, that's a good amount for a big man. So it was a good find for him, and that cutting Eustace down low.
Johnson quickly can hardly analyze this team, Chris, because RGV runs the floor. Chris Johnson took it right at Takari Johnson and draws a foul. Johnson will go to the free throw line now, where he's successful on 77% of the time, 20 of 26. He's a returning player, last played for the Vipers in 2014-15. He's been in the NBA most of the time. He has 147 NBA games with 5 teams. Last year he played 70 games with Utah. Had 2 starts for them. D-League All-Star in 2014, part of the Vipers D-League Championship of 2013. Matt Brasi was an assistant coach for that championship team. Multiple call-ups for Chris Johnson as he's successful. They blow the second one off as a lane violation, so he only gets 1 of the free throws in a 5-2 lead for the Vipers. 10:17 to go, first quarter, just underway from the Cox Convention Center. We welcome everyone on Facebook Live here in Oklahoma City on KSBI, and back in the Hidalgo area on the Rio Grande Valley radio network. These 2 teams will play again in 10 days on the 30th back here in Oklahoma City. Hamilton catches on the left side, gets inside the arc, misses the 15-footer. The tap-back attempt by Eustace does not go, and Tokedo clears for the Vipers. JP still on the dribble in the offensive end on the left wing. Goes to Smith, top of the arc. Big man dribbles, now kicks to Johnson. Chris can't see any of the action because Coach Brasi's standing right in front of him. It's a kick out to Morris. He drives into the paint, dishes into the corner, step back for Payton. Now he goes by Caruso, blocked out of bounds with 5 on the shot clock. Vipers will have it right at their basket.
Good heads-up play there by Caruso, too.
You were able to see it?
Barely. I feel like a bobblehead.
You look like a bobblehead. Inbounds comes to Tokedo. Catch and shoot 3 from the right wing. No good. Cleared by Hamilton already. Daniel with his 2nd rebound of the game. He goes left side to Takari Johnson. They actually only have 1 for Hamilton. Here's a baseline jumper for Takari, and it's sweet. Nothing but net.
Yeah, and averaging 19 19 points a game. He's getting that outside shot going. We see him a lot of times going down low and pounding, using his big body, pounding that ball down low, and was able just a nice little jump shot he got there.
Gary Payton, cross-court pass that went over everything, including the first row of seats, and that'll be a turnover. The third against the Vipers. Dakari now has it left of the lane, just about where he hit that jumper a moment ago. This time he'll drive on the 300-pound Joshua Smith. He gives it off to Cameron Woods, who catches, turns, and hooks it in.
Yeah, now Dakari with his second assist of the game already.
Oklahoma City with its first lead at 6-5, 8:50 mark. Payton gets a screen from Smith, and folks, that's a screen. He goes high off the glass, no good. Joshua can't get the follow, gets it back and puts it back up and in, and he's got 4 quick points tonight.
Well, he's a big fella. Kind of hard to get around him.
6'10", 300 pounds. And he's all 300 of it, too, folks.
I don't think you're if he's blocking you out, there's not a way that I don't think that you can get around him.
We have a whistle, an inside foul on Gary Payton II. Interesting little tidbit. His dad, the Hall of Famer Gary Payton, is the all-time leading point scorer in Oklahoma City Thunder history because he played so many years with Seattle, and those numbers have followed the team to Oklahoma City. At 18,207 points, Gary Payton, the leading scorer in Thunder history. Now his son is on the court against the Blue. Here's a baseline jumper from Woods. Front iron no good, and skying high for the rebound is Morris. Darius Morris averages 4 gets a game. Drive and an offensive foul. Good call, good position by Alex Caruso. And the foul is on Morris. And that's his first. We got our first substitution of the game, or at least we're going to attempt it. They're not going to allow Chris Walker to come in. No, now they will. Chris Walker is a 6'10 forward, 220 pounds from Florida. He was at Florida for 1 semester when Mark Daignault was still there. Then Mark left and took the job here as the head coach of the Blue. So he spent 1 semester with Chris Walker down in Gainesville. Walker replaces Joshua Smith. See what he can do against Dakari Johnson. Oh, Dakari just mowing him into the lane, puts up a hook shot. That was power there.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was talking about just a few minutes ago is, we see him do that a lot, just using his big body. He's bigger than most of the other bigs down low. Obviously not bigger than Smith.
Well, Walker using his speed finds Tokoto cutting left to right. Misses the short lay-in, but backside rebound by Walker. 14 now on the shot clock for the Vipers. Here's Morris, a catch-and-shoot 3 from the right wing, and he buried it. And it's our 4th lead change here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and this is going to be a rebounding game. Both of these teams, or RGV leads the league with 49 rebounds a game. Oklahoma City, 47 a game, sits at 4th in the league.
We have a rejection out of bounds, 13 on the shot clock. And again, a new rule they're trying here in the D-League this year. When the ball hits the rim and it's an offensive rebound, it's not a fresh clock. It's 14 on the shot clock. They're trying that out as an experiment as we develop rules here in the D-League as well. Here's Johnson, a free throw line, one-handed shot. And Dakari Johnson gives us our first tie of the game at 10.
Yeah, nice soft little touch there by Dakari, and he's quickly already got 6 points.
Here's a catch-and-shoot straightaway 3 from Payton. You can't leave him open.
Well.
Back-to-back threes for Gary Payton. He's only hit at 30%, but just 6 of his last 32 over the last 6 games, but he can fill it up. Here's a double team. Hamilton did a great job of getting it to Houston. Now they find Dakari on the baseline. He goes up strong, puts it up, it rolls out. But he's fouled going up by Chris Johnson. So Dakari will have to earn it at the line. And Johnson, after a good, solid start at the free throw line, has fallen off a bit over the last 5 games. Just 56% success rate at the charity stripe. Had a 4 for 10 outing there on the road, which kind of dropped things down a bit. Caleb Tarzuski getting set to come in. 7-footer, 250 from Arizona, 9.4 points, 7.6 rebounds, which is 25th in the league. He also grabs 2.6 offensive boards, puts him in the top 25 of that category as well. An affiliate player in his rookie year. Dakari successful on 1 of 2. Long rebound comes out to Payton. Behind the back pass to Morris. Morris lob up into Walker, and it's too high for him. Even at 6'10", he couldn't pull it down, and it's a turnover, number 5 committed by the Vipers.
Yeah, and the last couple home games that we had, that was one of our, since the beginning of the season. And then you shared a stat with me today. We talked about turnovers and how the Blue always struggle not only just turning the ball over, but the other team scoring points off those turnovers. And you just shared a stat with me. They're actually better.
Blues 5-2 when the opponent scores more points off of turnovers. Here's Eustis, lost it momentarily, but regains possession, hits about a 19-footer from the left angle to tie us up for the second time.
Yeah, and Houston shooting 37% from the field this season, so not really shooting the ball that great, but gets that one to go.
Payton has it. Now he'll drive on Hamilton, step back, pass on the right baseline to Walker, pounding the dribble on Tarzuski. Goes up in the air. Payton catch and shoot three from the left side. He misses this one. Houston skying high over everyone for the rebound. And for Josh, that's his second rebound already. Quickly gets it up the floor to Woods. Woods kicks in the corner. Hamilton passes on the three. He spins on Payton. Goes baseline to Tarzuski, who lays it in. Had to wait. It thought about coming out, but it goes down for the big man, and the Blue have the lead again at 15-13.
Yeah, and great job there by Josh finding
Tarzuski.
Yeah.
It's a mouthful. Oh, swat! Eustace just rejected that one about 30 feet from underneath the basket all the way out to the front row of seats. Brings us to our first timeout. 5:35 to go first quarter. Oklahoma City 15, Rio Grande Valley 13. This is Oklahoma City Blue basketball. As we went to break, Josh Eustace just rejected one right off the floor from underneath the basket, out past the line at 20 feet. And for Eustace, that's now 12 blocks in his last 5 games and half a quarter. He's had 2 or more blocks 6 times this season. Last game, 14 points and 3 blocks and 1 here early.
Yeah, and Oklahoma City shooting the ball very well to start this game, 7-12, 58%, whereas RGV shooting the ball 38%. 5-13, but they're 50%, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc.
The big equalizer right there. It'll be an inbounds play, 13 on the shot clock. Payton looking for someone. He needs some help. Morris finally in the corner helps him out. Gennaro Pargo has checked in for Oklahoma City. He's got Morris. Height advantage for Morris. Backing in on Pargo. We get a defensive 3-second call on Mike Henry, who checked in. Henry, 6'6", 238 from DePaul. Plays only 13 minutes a game, 2.8 points, 1.6 rebounds. Has hit just 2 of his last 18 from distance. Has had 3 points or less in 8 games in a row now. And that'll be a free throw coming up for Morris. Makes it a 15-14 game. Morris with 4 points. Pargo, 6'1", 185 from Arkansas, 12.3 points. He has hit in his last 3 games 12 of 21 triples. But he did not play in the game against Grand Rapids. Here's Johnson with it. Going right to left, cuts inside to the baseline. It's missed inside. Tarzuski may have altered that shot by Walker. And Henry comes away with it for Oklahoma City, up 1. Pargo to Hamilton on the right wing. Smaller Payton is on him, and he just fires the 3 over him, missed it. Backside rebound by LeBrian Nash out of Oklahoma State University, checked in. Nash gives it up. Payton has it. Back to Nash. He'll drive from the top of the arc. Challenges Tarzuski and loses the challenge. Tarzuski didn't block it, but the shot came up short, and Caleb clears for his first rebound of the game.
Yeah, and Tarzuski's, they got Oklahoma City's got 2 7-footers. Tarzuski 7 foot, 250 pounds, so he's not a small fella either.
Reach in, Payton steals it right off the dribble from Henry. Morris going the other way with it off the glass as Hamilton didn't challenge him, and we have our 6th lead change already here in the first quarter as it's 16-15 Vipers. And that was Gary Payton making that happen with a steal. Just took the dribble right away from Mike Henry. Hamilton pounding between the circles, now goes to his left, outside the arc. Needs some help. There was a push-off. There was actually a push-off high and a push-off low, and they whistle the one low on Walker on Tarzuski. Now, you mentioned the 2 7-footers. Awfully fun when both are in there at the same time. Gives Mark Daignault a lot of options. Morris leaves the game, and Jarvis Threed has checked in, 6'2", 170 from Delaware, 9.7 points, which is down from his usual. He's a returning player, third-year pro, was the 2015 Slam Dunk champion at the All-Star. Here's Pargo, tried to lob it into Tarzuski, and Chris Johnson knocked it loose to Walker. Going the other way is Payton. Houston as follows him, and they have to pass it to Nash, picked up by Henry. Outside, it's Chris Johnson, drives by Tarzuski, but Caleb reached in, knocked it loose. Loose ball to Houston. He finds Tarzuski. Down to the hands of Hamilton. Quickly, Houston on the backside. Nobody saw him. Two-handed flush on the fast break. And Oklahoma City has the lead again. Nobody saw Houston coming down the left wing except his own man, and he flushes it home for a 1-point lead.
Yeah, and Coach
was not happy.
Brazzi's not happy about it.
3 missed by Payton outside, and there's Houston. He's everywhere right now. 6 points, 3 rebounds for Josh. Pargo goes left side to Tarzuski, backing in on Walker. Another powerful move, but he's going to get waved off. I think he gave him an elbow. He did, going up. Tarzuski has that one wiped away as Smith and Tokido will come back in for Oklahoma City. J.P. Tokido, 6'6", 200 from North Carolina, the blue player a year ago. He participated in last year's slam dunk competition. Last 4 games, 17 points, 54% shooting, 5.5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals. Those are his averages over the last 4 games. And he's taken double-digit shots 11 games in a row, which is something he really didn't do here.
Yeah, and you talk about the slam dunk competition as old Smith missed a little
hook shot, and Houston gets his 4th rebound.
We talked about his dunk competition. His second dunk counted, and it wasn't even a dunk, so he kind of got hosed.
I thought so.
He floated it up, and it went in.
Catch and shoot 3 from Mongoro is missed. Sorry, Boubacar snuck in there on that last timeout.
So kind of stinks that we didn't get to see his full potential because we know he can throw him down.
He may get there again. He misses about a 12-foot jumper, tapped out by Smith, who's one of the top offensive rebounding players in the league. And here's another one of those shot clocks resets because it's a new rule, and it was so quickly done. The Vipers had like 4 on 3. They were going in. They're upset that they had to stop it, but you do. That's what the shot clock needs to do, and I think that's going to bring us to a media timeout. Now they're going to say we shouldn't have stopped there, so we're going to keep playing. But Smith is the 13th best offensive rebounder. They get the in-play. Oh, it's beautiful. Walking to the basket is LeBrian Nash. We saw him do that in Stillwater quite a few times.
Yeah, and he was wide open. There was no blue players even saw him cutting down the middle.
18-17 Vipers. Houston gets fouled on his way to the basket way away. He wanted the NBA continuation. He's not going to get it. But we do finally get that timeout. 2:26 to go first quarter. Back and forth we go. It's the Vipers 18, Blue 17. This is Oklahoma City Blue basketball. Ed Murray, Chris Price back at the Cox Convention Center. 2:26 to go first quarter. 8 lead changes, 2 ties already here in the first quarter, and it's right now the Vipers on top by 1, 18-17.
Yeah, and Oklahoma City really doing good, getting the points in the paint. They lead 12-8 over the Vipers, but then you look at the second chance points, the Vipers lead 7-0, and they rank first in the league in offensive rebounding. They average 16 a game. They've already got 5 so far in this game, out-rebounding Oklahoma City overall by 3.
J.P. Togova just walked past Mark Daignault, and they exchanged high fives as he went by. Rookie year spent here in Oklahoma City. JP's out there with Smith, Nash, Payton, and checking in number 13, Julien Lewis. Dakari Johnson's back in, so we have both 7-footers out there, Tarczewski and Johnson, along with Pargo. And Mike Henry has the ball now. He finds a lane, loops in, left to right, and lays it in.
Great job by Mike Henry, too. He kind of went up and over and under to be able to get that, because he had 2 defenders right there.
Lewis has the basketball to Smith left of the lane. He'll back in on Dakari, who has 1 foul, kicks out Tokido, fakes the 3, splits a double team, thought he took an extra step, got it to Lewis. Nash fakes a 3, lobs it up, one-handed slam by Smith. Oh, that was a thing of beauty from LeBrian Nash.
And he made it look so easy. I mean, Dakari was right there, so he basically went up and over Dakari.
Had to be a perfect lob, and it was. 2019 Vipers back on our 10th lead change. 1:38 to go first quarter. Johnson's lost the dribble, hands off to Henry, 9 to shoot. He's outside the arc, gives it back to Pargo. Pargo's thinking about it. 4 seconds, he backs out now, 3 to shoot. He's trying to size up Nash, pulls up just inside the arc. It rattles around, comes out in the hands of Threet. And Jarvis will bring it in the offensive end for the Vipers. RGV up 1, 20-19, corner. It's a catch and shoot 3 on its way and buried by Julien Lewis. That's just his 6th three-pointer made this year. He was 5 of 23, 22% before that shot.
And RGV now 3 of 6, still 50% from beyond the arc.
Magic
to Oklahoma City's 0-3.
Match their biggest lead until Dakari Johnson buries a top-of-the-key jumper. Still a 2-point advantage with just under a minute to play. Lewis gives it off to Nash, gets a screen. LeBrian backs out beyond the arc, 12 to shoot. Lewis has Tarczewski on him, big mismatch in speed there. Now left of the lane to Smith, he'll back in on Johnson. Here comes a double team, a rip out by Mike Henry. Henry has on the offensive end and a foul at midcourt. The foul is on Lewis, I believe, who's on the deck. That'll get Caruso back in the game for Oklahoma City. It is on Julien Lewis. He's a 6'4 guard, 195 from Fresno State. 23 of his 32 shots have been trays, including his 1 in this game. Actually, not including the 1 in this game. Last 4, just 1 of 7. And, of course, he's 1 of 1 in this game. It's out on. Smith leaves. Walker's back in. Caruso is in for Pargo. No, Pargo's going to, let's see, is he going to stay in there? Pargo's going to stay out there. 2, 4, 5. Okay, we only have 5 out there, just making sure. Here's Caruso. He weaves in right to left. A high running arc off the glass is good, and we're tied for the 3rd time.
And great job by Caruso to put that one high up off the glass, because if it wasn't high up off the glass, he wasn't getting it over that defender.
And it was real high off the glass. So it's Caruso, Henry, the 2 7-footers, Tarczewski and Johnson, and Pargo. Pounding the dribble is Threet. 1 second difference on the 2 clocks. He gets a screen from Walker, tries to cut a double team, and oh, that's a bad foul on Dakari there from the standpoint of picking it up with 7 seconds left in the quarter. As really, Threet ran into him, but he reached in, so he's going to leave with his 2nd foul. And Dakari goes to the bench with 9 points, just 1 rebound, 2 assists. The 2 assists, he's had 3 or more 11 times this season from a center. He's just 1 away from matching that for a 12th time.
But that was also his 2nd foul, so.
I know, that's the bad part about it. Here's a drive. Threet knocked out of the passing lane by Pargo. The pass intended for Lewis. Now there's 2.9 on the clock. It'll be the far side or near side if you're watching on Facebook or KSBI. Into Nash. LeBrian pulls up just inside the free throw line and missed everything. And we go, I think justifiably so, to the 2nd quarter, all tied up. 23-23, 10 lead changes, 3 ties in that 1st quarter. This is Oklahoma City Blue basketball. Both teams are excellent when ahead or tied after one quarter. The Vipers are 7-3, the Blues 6-2 in this scenario. Leading the way for Oklahoma City, 9 points for Dakari Johnson, 4 rebounds for Josh Eustis and a block shot. He also has a steal. 6 points for Chris Johnson, 6 for Joshua Smith, 6 for Darius Morris to lead the way for the Vipers.
Yeah, and Oklahoma City right now winning the turnover battle. They've only turned the ball over 4 times, but off those 4 turnovers, 3 of them were steals by RGV. So RGV getting the steals. Oklahoma City has stolen the ball 3 times from RGV as well, but RGV also has 7 turnovers for 10 blue points. So Oklahoma City winning that battle, still shooting the ball extremely well. 11-19 from the field, that's good for 58%, and RGV shooting the ball extremely well from downtown at 50%.
The Vipers are 5th in the league in steals, so that's not surprising. They average 10 a game. Pargo kicks out front to Woods, who's back in to Caruso, back to Cameron. He'll drive baseline and dishes to Tarczewski, who fumbled it momentarily, now goes up strong and had it stripped out of bounds with 5 seconds to shoot. Coming out of the quarter break, Carrington Ward, 6'5", 189 from Eastern Michigan, 4th round D-League draft pick of the Blue in his second year as a professional. Only plays about 6 minutes a game, is coming off a season-high 5 points in the loss at Grand Rapids. Caruso having trouble finding someone, finally finds Ward. He'll launch a 3, left angle. It takes a trip inside.
Stroked it.
We hadn't hit one all game. I forgot your little call there. And Oklahoma City takes the lead. It's Cameron Ward. I keep calling him Cameron. It's Cameron Woods, Carrington Ward. He doesn't play enough for me to get his name. Nash on a nice drive and lays it in off the glass. And he draws the foul on Cameron Woods. But Carrington Ward.
You're going to get it, I have a feeling.
15 of his 18 shots coming in have been 3-pointers. He has hit 4 of his last 15 before that make. And again, 5 points is his high. Nash at the line for RGV is a 73% free throw shooter, 46 of 63, and he misses that one. Nash has been struggling in the last 4 games, 13 points, 6 of 25 shooting, has missed all 7 of his triples. He does have 4 points in this one. Pargo has it on the left angle. Oh, nice give and go to Tarczewski, who goes up and throws it down with 2. Reach way back behind his head to throw that one down.
Great job by Pargo finding him, too. Pargo, the last time we were here, was our player of the game with hit 5 of 8 from downtown.
He has a nice assist there to Tarczewski, who has 4 points, both on dunks. 3 driving on Caruso, goes into the lane, has to force a shot up, missed everything. Caleb clears for Oklahoma City. Good defense by Alex Caruso, forcing a bad shot. The Blue up by 3, largest lead of the game for Oklahoma City. Just underway here in the second quarter. Pargo goes left wing to Caruso. He swings to his right, pulls up the top of the key to Pargo, backs things out, resets the offense with 6 to shoot. He goes left of the lane, tries to go up, stripped out of his hands by Lewis. Off the leg of Pargo. That was a nice strip by Julien Lewis as he knocked it off the Blue for the 5th Oklahoma City turnover. 7 turnovers by the Vipers, 10 blue points, even though that's a bad thing because we have a losing record when that happens. Just 3 and 5 when scoring more off of turnovers. Outside it's 12 to shoot. Goes up front to Nash. He drives right past Caruso, but Alex regains. Oh, off the glass. Good. LeBrian Nash gets a beautiful and one. Draws the foul on Caruso, and coming up lame is Carrington Ward, as I think Nash stepped on his foot as he went by, or as he came down. That was a beautiful move by Nash, who has scored double figures just 1 of the last 8 games, but he has 6 with a chance to make it 7 here. Ward's going to leave, and Mike Henry returns.
And I got a quiz question for you.
Okay.
Non-basketball related in a minute.
Nash gets this one to go down, and we're tied for the 4th time.
So they're releasing the Pro Bowl selections for this year's NFL Pro Bowl.
Right.
What team do you think had the most selections?
Okay. I'll have to think about that for a second. Here's a reach in by Threet, knocks it out of the hands of Caruso. 12 to shoot for Oklahoma City. 9:53 to go, second quarter. Tied at 28. No one's really been just dominant. Dallas Cowboys probably.
No.
Their entire offensive line could go.
Yeah. I will tell you that Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott were both selected.
And there better be a couple of those offensive linemen as well.
Right. But no, It's not the Cowboys, surprisingly.
Patriots?
Nope.
Oh, I can't think of their defense.
The Oakland Raiders.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, are they still in the lead out west? Here's an inbounds play.
I believe
Pargo.
so.
Tarzewski fumbles it 3-on-1, back to basketball. Oh, Caruso came out of nowhere to steal it, but he couldn't stop his momentum. They're taking him out of play. Hopefully that'll be a steal, as he did get control of it. He's had a steal in 14 straight games. He's had 2 or more, 5 in a row. And that may go down as one. I think he stole it, and then his momentum took him out of bounds.
Yeah, he tried to throw it back in off of one of the RGV players, but he was already out of bounds.
Lewis has it outside the arc, left side. It's good. They continue to light it up from outside, and it's back to a 3-point lead for the Vipers. 9:30 to play.
Now
Second
over
quarter.
50%. 4 of 7, 57%.
Here's Caruso, handoff from Tarzewski. A right elbow jumper is no good. Tokido comes away with it for the Vipers. They can take their largest lead of the game now. JP loses the dribble, goes cross court to Nash. Picked up by Woods. He goes low post left, kicks it out, and nobody there but a couple of the paying patrons. And it's the 8th turnover committed by the Vipers here in the first half.
They didn't look to budge either.
What's that?
Said they didn't budge either.
No. Good hands over there. Smith's going to come back in. Boy, that's a lot of humanity. Joshua Smith, 6'10", 300 from Georgetown University. I don't know if they still play that black and blue ball up in that area, but back in my day, Georgetown, Villanova, St. Joe, boy, those were brutal games. 31-28, 9:07 to play second quarter. They're not going to let Smith in, as Pargo's going to shoot a free throw on the other end. A technical foul. I think it was a defensive thing. Pargo hit it. Pargo, about the only way he gets to the free throw line. That's just the 7th time, and he's successful all 7 times.
That was on Nash. That technical foul was on
Was it
Nash.
on Nash? Okay.
I don't know if it was 3 seconds or not, but it showed Nash there on the monitor.
We're talking about the Oakland Raiders, and I'm losing track of what's going on.
My bad.
You distract me. Yeah, technical free throw by Pargo. Makes it 31-29. And Oklahoma City with the basketball. Caruso goes left wing to Dakari Johnson. On the dribble, gives it off to Pargo. Oh, he's picked up by Smith. I'm not sure Gennaro wants any part of that. So he'll dribble outside the arc. He'll fire it over the big man, and Joshua got up there and blocked it. Tokido skies high to get the loose ball, saves it. Up ahead to Threet. Blue have the numbers back. Trailer is Lewis. 3 on its way straight away, and he buries his 2nd in a row.
Yeah. 5 of 8 from downtown. 62% for the Vipers.
And that brings a timeout from Coach Mark Daignault. 8:34 to play, second quarter. It's Vipers 34, Blue 29. This is Oklahoma City Blue basketball. We've hit. They're also 7-0 in second. Fans here in the Cox Convention Center taking the Kiss Cam to a whole new level up there in the lower deck. It's 8:34 to go before halftime. Vipers 34, Blue 29. Ed Burry, Chris Price with you here from Oklahoma City. Very easy to analyze this one. I'll take your job here real quick. The Vipers 5 of 8 from three-point range. The Blue 1 of 5. They're +4 shooting threes, knocking down 63%. and that's why they're up by 5, largest lead for the Vipers in the game.
Well, one of those other stats that we were talking about, and that was turnovers and points off turnovers. Already in this quarter, Oklahoma City with 2 turnovers for 6 Viper points.
All 3-pointers as Hamilton misses on a 3, but the ball comes right back out to him off a couple of hands, and now we get a whistle.
Oh, they didn't reset the
clock again, okay. Again, that's a new rule. It's experimental rule. If it hits the rim, it's not a fresh 24, it's a 14 on the clock. By the way, LeBron Nash did pick up a technical foul. Was not a defensive foul. Defensive 3 seconds. Here's Hamilton driving from right to left off the glass. No good again. And Hamilton is 0 for 4 in the game. Smith clears for his 4th rebound of the game. Hamilton was hot on the road, but he's cold here at home. Coach Brazzi's screening is here. They get it out front to Threet. Kicks out left side 3 on its way from Johnson. He missed. Hey, they missed a 3. My goodness. Ward with the rebound. It's good to see him back in, shaking off that foot hurt there a moment ago. Pargo finds Johnson cutting towards the basket. Trailer is Ward. 3. No good. Off the back rim. Off the floor, it's Threet. He runs the Vipers into the offensive end. Picked up by Woods. He kicks it back to Lewis. He fakes the 3. Goes in. Hop, skip, and a jump in the lane. Short with it. Follow good. And I believe that was Chris Johnson skying from his right, going to his left for the tap in. And it's the largest lead of the game at 7 points for the Vipers.
I was being screened, so I couldn't see it.
It was Chris Johnson. Johnson now with 8 points. Corner 3 on its way from Pargo. It's long. Backside rebound by Lewis. And the Vipers will run at every opportunity, even 1-on-4. He's picked up by Ward. Loses the dribble in the hands of Pargo. It's 2-on-2. Now Ward filling the left side. Lob inside, and both players stop. Cameron Woods and Carrington Ward were coming in as a pincer move from either side, and they both just stopped. Thought the other one was going to go up for it. And that's a tough turnover that goes on Pargo's record.
Yeah, and Ed, Oklahoma City just struggling from three-point. They did on the road as well. Delaware, they shot 22%. Raptors 905, 38%. And then Grand Rapids, they shot 39% and shooting 12.5% here.
Yeah, 36-29. Vipers have the basketball over the 7th blue turnover. They go low post to Smith. He's been able to operate in here over to Kari. Hook shot is up and good again. Same move, same results. 38-29, 9-point lead. And the Vipers on their first run of the game. Johnson, top of the key. He tries to go in and reach in by Payton, and an offensive foul on Johnson as he was spinning with the smaller Payton nipping at his ankles.
And that's going to be his 3rd.
He knocked over one of the Vipers, and Tarzuski quickly off the bench, and Dakari's probably done for the half.
Not just any Viper. Smith.
Yeah.
300-pounder.
He knocked him down.
Knocked him over.
Well, you know, DJ goes at 260 himself. Vipers can take a double-digit lead here as they have ripped off a 10-1 run here to go up by 9, tied at 28. Here's it, gets it inside to Smith. This time he misses the bunny, and Eustis comes away with it. Reach in by Johnson, but Eustis gets it back to Tarzuski. This is a nice look. Ward all alone in the corner. Stroked it. 3, his 2nd of the game. He's got a new season and career high of 6 points.
And he's not shooting the ball. He's 2 of 3 from the field, both obviously being three-pointers.
Here's Nash from the right wing, driving on Ward. Reach in, stolen. Pargo. Foul by Nash from behind as Oklahoma City had a 4-on-2 flush going, and that's a smart foul by LeBron Nash. Walker will come back in for Smith. Tokido getting back off the bench. And JP will come in for Nash, the Oklahoma State product. 38-32. So it was a 10-1 run before Ward knocked down that 3. Ward has now hit 6 of his last 17 after a slow start from outside. Hamilton has it on the right wing. Daniel 0 for 4 in this game. Scored 31 his last outing against Grand Rapids. Had 26 against Delaware. He tries to get in Tarzuski. Nice play by Chris Walker to knock it out. It'll be 10 on the shot clock for Oklahoma City. Hamilton on that road trip hit 10 of 22 from outside, let alone what he was doing inside. Averaged 24 points a game in the 3.
Yeah, and obviously Carrington Ward going to get more playing time as this season goes on with Reggie Williams being called up.
Hamilton misses 2 from point blank. Tarzuski gets the rebound, and going into the lane, hooking it in is Cameron Woods, as Oklahoma City initially was not successful but stayed with it and got something to go. 38-34, but Hamilton now 0 for 6. He missed a drive, threw it over the iron, got it on the backside, missed the lay, and as Tokido launches a 3 from the left wing, missed it. Tarzuski the rebound. Oklahoma City going back the other way. Oh, bad break there. Pargo got it in the hands of Houston, who tripped over his own feet. And that's probably going to go against Pargo again. That's 2 rough turnovers against Gennaro. And Houston comes up smiling, which is good to see. The Thunder product on assignment for the 10th time here. He's talking to Caleb about, well, I looked graceful there, didn't I? I'm not going to be in Nutcracker anytime soon. Up front, it's Walker. Houston's still smiling. 17 to shoot for the Vipers. JP's got it. Tarzuski double teams, kicks it cross court, right 3 on its way, no good. Rebound by Hamilton. The 3 missed by Morris. Up ahead, getting behind everyone's Caruso, and he lays it in on the break.
And Caruso did an awesome job cutting across the defender that was running down with him so that he couldn't go up and try to attempt a block on the layup.
Oklahoma City has scored 7 in a row now with 4:36 to play. It's a 2-point game. Here before half, Caruso got his hands on it, but Morris corrals it before it goes out of play. Morris now drives on Caruso, did a great job of drawing the foul. They're going to give him continuation on this. They're going to give him the continuation. Josh Houston's going, where was that from me on the other end? So a nice play by Morris as Caruso knocked the pass back towards us. Morris ran it down before it went out of bounds, gets the and 1. He's got 8 points. 9 is Lewis to lead. I believe those are all on 3-pointers. 3-point play completed. Now the Vipers will show a little token pressure.
Yes.
So 41-36 back to a 5-point lead. So it was 9, cut to 2, now back to 5. Swing around the arc into the hands of Hamilton, who's 0 for 6. Shooting. He got up in the air, lost control of the ball. Ball is loose. Picked up by Tokedo. Nice swoop ball up to Morris, but too hard. It was like a bowling ball going down the lane, and a lot of oil on the lane, and it went right off into the gutter for a turnover. But good hustle that time by the Vipers. They nearly got it. But instead, the Blue will have it to go the length. It's Eustis, Tarzuski, Hamilton. You might can hear the official because there was not really a change possession since the Vipers never really had it.
7 on the clock.
Doing a little quick math here.
7 on the shot clock. Red.
Coach Brasi had it about 10 seconds before the officials. 7 on the shot clock. That's what they were discussing because possession never really changed. So back court with 7 to shoot. Caruso gets it 5. He crosses midcourt behind the back dribble. 3 to shoot. Step back as Morris hits the deck. Stroked it at the buzzer. Oh my goodness. And Coach Brasi is beside himself with anger.
Oh man, that crossover that Caruso did.
The crossover sent Morris to the deck. Brasi thought the body sent him to the deck. And then Alex stepped back and just launched the 3 at the buzzer to knock it down, 41-39. That's the play of the game so far. Lob inside. Foul on the lob attempt, or the Walker cutting in. Tarzuski a push in the back. That's the second. Actually, they called it on Cameron Woods.
And they're going to call it on the pass.
That's his second. On the pass, okay.
On the pass.
That's Tarzuski was down there going, I did, you didn't touch him. It was on the pass. Brasi's still talking to the official about Morris hitting the deck, but what a crossover by Caruso. In the corner. Oh, here's Morris. He went right by Alex. Oh. Cross from the backside is Eustis with the block. Are they going to say Eustis fouled him? The official is walking over here. Yes, they say Josh got body, and now he's about as upset as Coach Brasi was just a second ago. Boy, it looked like a clean block. May have gotten a little body. Morris will go to the line. He is their best free throw shooter at 86%. He's shot it 58 times and missed just 8. Puts this one up and in. And he is the first player on the court in double figures with 10 points. This is his 15th game, the 11th time he's been in double figures. He's broken the 20-point barrier 5 times. Both are good. 43-39. We haven't had a timeout yet. There's 3:35 to go.
We've had one.
We've had one timeout. So.
But it seems like
it seemed like an eternity ago. It was 6 minutes ago. Here's Caruso drive. Floaters up and in. That's the second time Alex has done that, going left to right. And it's a 2-point game again. Caruso has 9 off.
4 of 6 from the field. He's shooting the ball extremely well.
Most of those have come here in this quarter. Here's a double team split by Morris. Caruso staying with him. Spins. Caruso all over him. He misses the shot. Rebound to Hamilton. Hamilton goes to his left, behind the back. Trailer, he may have traveled with it in the lane. As Johnson contested. No, they're going to say a foul instead. Oh, we get a break there because Hamilton was out of control going into a triple team. And Morris is called for the foul, his second. Things not going well on the defensive end right now for Darius Morris.
And to answer your question, Caruso has 7 in this quarter.
Here's a drive by Hamilton. Tarczewski thought he was going to shoot it. Instead, he passed it to Tarczewski, and Tarczewski, I think, bit the rim. Here's a drive behind the back on the other end. A reverse layup is good by Walker. Good ball movement by the Vipers down the baseline. They have a 4-point lead again.
And great job by Walker coming up and under the rim there to get that easy layup.
That's his first bucket of the game, the Florida product. Here's Eustace on the right wing, sizes up. Tokoto went right by JP, lays it in, and he's fouled.
He's going to get his continuation on that one.
He sized up his former teammate JP Tokoto that time, and now we get that timeout at 2:30 to go. 45-43, free throw from Josh Eustace coming up. This is Oklahoma City Blue basketball. It was 28-25. Couple of nice runs there in the second quarter. Blue led at 28-25. The Vipers went on an 11-1 run to get out to a 9-point lead at 38-29. The Blues scored 7 in a row, though. Cut it back down to 2. We've been back and forth. Josh Eustace with a chance for a 3-point play. Josh 4 of 6 shooting, 5 rebounds, a block shot, a steal, and 8 points. He's scored in double figures 5 in a row. This is his 10th game on assignment to the Blue.
And Oklahoma City still shooting the ball extremely well. 19 of 35 from the field, good for 54%. But where it's getting them is how good RGV shooting the ball from beyond the arc. They're 5 of 11, 45%. Rebounding is now even, which is, these are two of the best rebounding teams in the league, so you expect that.
Well, Eustace completes the 3-point play, and Walker was in the lane anyway, so he would have had another chance should he have missed. 45% three-point shooting is better than the 67% pace they were on there for a while.
Right.
Vipers have the ball in a 1-point lead, 2:21 to go. Here's a pass knocked away by Cameron Woods in the hands of Hamilton, 3-on-2. Hamilton goes into the double team and finally gets his first bucket to go after 6 misses. And Oklahoma City has the lead again, our 13th lead change. Morris drives baseline. Oh, a nice hang in the air, and Lewis knocks it down. He has 13 to lead all scores.
You might run out of room there on your lead change marking area.
I might indeed. That's just the 4th of this quarter. We had 10 in the first quarter. Here's a drive baseline by Caruso. He kicks it out to Hamilton. He's feeling it now.
Stroked it
from 3-point range. Hamilton misses his first 6. Now back-to-back, he's got 5. And it's our 15th lead change of the first half.
Maybe that's all he needed was that layup.
And that one nearly didn't go. Here's Walker. He went right around Eustace on a curl and finger rolls it in. Walker, his second bucket, he's got 4. We're tied for the 5th time. I was expecting this kind of game. It usually is when RGV and Oklahoma City get together. Here's Eustace on the left wing. He's thinking about it. Just inside the arc. Short. Morris has the rebound. Vipers run. 3-on-3. Bounce pass right. Chris Johnson. He's fouled by Woods. It goes down, but I think somebody hit the rim. They did. So it'll be offensive. No basket there as basket interference. The foul is on Eustace. That will be the first on, no, it should be the second. Didn't he get called for a foul on that block attempt?
Eustis?
Yeah.
I thought he did.
Yeah. 31. Okay, they've changed the call. Correction. So that they'll probably take a few minutes to update things. Left-handed free throw is up and in for Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
Johnson.
Because that should be Woods' third, yeah?
Yeah. They still have him for 2, but we'll see. Caruso and Woods leave. Pargo and Ward are back in. Johnson, a 77% shooter. He has 8 points now, 3 of 4 shooting, and the free throw that went down just a moment ago. That, by the way, is our 16th lead change. 49-51, 2-point lead with 1:08 to play before halftime. Pargo, Tarczewski, Hamilton, Eustis, and Ward on the floor for Oklahoma City. Ward has knocked down 2 from distance in this game. Here's Pargo on the left wing, 12 to shoot. Goes to his right. Oh, good look from Pargo to Tarczewski. A left-handed hammer. He throws it down, his 3rd bucket of the game.
Yeah, and great pass there. And I mean, Tarczewski's getting these easy buckets, and he's getting open, though. So
4 assists from Pargo, and I think 3 of them have been to Tarczewski for jams. Here's Morris outside, 10 to shoot. We have a travel violation. Tight defense by Pargo, forcing the 12th Viper turnover. Both teams have scored 14 points off a turnover, so that one's even. We've got 37.8 left in the quarter.
Coach Browsey wasn't happy with J.P. Tokido on that last one either.
We're tied at 51. Pargo to Hamilton. Long 3. Stroked it. Hamilton back-to-back triples.
Now
after starting 0 for 6.
Is now 3 of 9, 8 points. Hamilton starting to fill it.
3-point lead for Oklahoma City. I think matches the largest of the game for the Blue. 2 seconds difference on the 2 clocks. Again, Hamilton was on fire, 10 of 22 from outside on the road trip. 6 to shoot. Here's the drive by Moore. Splits a triple team, kicks out, left corner 3. Johnson answers. Chris Johnson answers. 3.5 to go. Pargo picks it up the backcourt, up to Hamilton. He pulls up another long 3, hits the front, no good. Oh my goodness. 2 quarters in the books, and we're right where we started, all even. RGV 54, Oklahoma City 54. The second half of action. Stay with us. Halftime is here. This is Oklahoma City Blue basketball.
What's going on? It's Brook Lopez from the Brooklyn Nets.
To Lopez. Reverse jams. Baby hook for Lopez. It's a field day from three-point territory for the 7-footer.
I fell in love with the game of basketball at such a young age. I can't even really remember when it was. I just remember going to my older brother's games with my twin brother and being gym rats, running around the gym. Whatever we were doing, we always had a ball in our hands though. And we watched our brothers, they were our role models, our idols, everything. And so we wanted to be just like them. They were in the gym constantly, so that's where we were. I love playing basketball, period.
Harris the bounce. Lopez fills for 2.
There's nothing like it in the world. And whenever I was little, it's what I dreamed of doing. So to be here doing it now, I'm just so fortunate and blessed to be able to do it. And it's something, whenever I put on my jersey, that I just can't take for granted. I guess at this point in time, I'm technically a vet, but I don't really see myself in that regard. I still feel like a young player trying to learn everything he can about the game and become the best player I can be.
Lopez, deep 3.
We're tied at 111. 10 seconds left in overtime.
Anthony trying to clear out. Anthony backs in, turns, puts it up, puts it in! Bedlam here in Madison Square Garden.
All right, here we go.
Let's compete and get better tonight, man. Knicks, 1, 2, 3. Knicks!
Taking over as New York's head coach this season, Jeff Hornacek is molding a team with 10 new players on the roster, and his Knicks are starting to gel.
Drag it, right, Joe? Joe, drag it. Marshall, Billy, roll to the basket hard. Coming down, set that screen. Derek's coming off to that shot.
Two of the Knicks' newcomers have previously been all-NBA first-team players. Point guard Derrick Rose and center Joakim Noah.
Noah's a defensive presence, a guy that's going to bring a lot of energy.
Westbrook blocked by Noah.
Eddie Rose is another dynamic offensive player.
Rose to the basket, reverse, backs it in.
There we go. Right here. Don't go.
The Knicks' backcourt has also received a boost this year from the additions of Courtney Lee and Brandon Jennings.
Come on. Let's see if they can keep up.
Playing in New York City, of course, is a dream come true. I feel like this is the beginning again, and I want to make this my best.
Yeah, Blue. Yeah, Blue.
And through the first 6 weeks of the season, the Knicks have shown consistent improvement as they learn to play together.
Courtney Lee knocks down another.
We're a new team. We definitely, have to come together, which we will.
Jennings underneath for the Porzingis slam.
We just got some familiarity to continue to work on with our guys, but we're a team that goes out there and plays hard all 48 minutes.
Holiday gives to Hernangomez. Backdoor cut Holiday, and Holiday dunks it left-handed.
We're trying to figure this out along the way. We got a lot of talent on this team, and winning is everything for us.
Noah finds Porzingis for the jam.
We're trying to build a culture here, so the only thing we could do is work our butt off and finding ways to win.
Rose rifles a pass to Anthony, corner three. It's good. Now that's the killer play of the game.
Here we go. Let's focus.
For us as a team, just getting better each day and pushing each other.
Good.
We're building that trust in each other, and we're building a bond in between the players and the coaching staff, and that's what is important. That's going to help us throughout the season.
Good pass, Joe. Good play.
We're getting to develop some chemistry as a team, and, all of it is geared towards all of us wanting to win.
Good work.
Way to get better, man. Way to get better. Knicks, 1, 2, 3. Knicks!
Knick fans have a lot to be excited about, including the development of second-year big man Kristaps Porzingis, who's averaging 20 points per game.
Porzingis with it! Anthony finds Porzingis, corner three. Bang!
As you play more games, you get more experience, and just working on your body, working on your game constantly every day.
This kid is 7'3", and he dribbles it like a guard.
There's another move we haven't seen yet.
Oh, Porzingis power!
Just getting better every day and really focusing on the moment.
Oh, what a finish! Kristaps Porzingis gets them on their feet. Porzingis becoming a star.
But New York's undisputed team leader is Carmelo Anthony. Now in his 14th year in the league, he remains one of the NBA's most dangerous scorers.
Anthony, the spin goes inside. Beautiful move. Major highlight, Carmelo Anthony. Anthony buries another one.
You're talking about a guy who is averaging over 20 points in his career. That's what he's known to do.
Backdoor Melo lays it up and in, and he's fouled.
But I think he has shown how great of a passer he is.
Carmelo rifles a pass underneath to a cutting Porzingis.
Good job, KP.
And how good of a leader he is.
Come on. We stay with it. One more quarter.
Melo's leadership, I think, is growing every year of his career.
Anthony puts up the jumper, puts it in with 2.3 remaining. Carmelo Anthony nails it, and the Knicks lead by 2.
There's growing excitement in the Big Apple over the Knicks. And as this talented team continues to build chemistry, they have high hopes for what they can accomplish this season.
We want to just go out and win games, and with us winning games, we're figuring out how to play with each other. I know that I'm expecting something good. We know that we're working our butt off, and we're putting our all into this year.
What's up, baby? Yes, sir. Big start, guys. Here we go. Keep it going. I see y'all talking something about me sitting here last game. You'll never be able to see now, AC. Ready? Go. We've taken some tough shots. We haven't really moved the ball very well.
But Julien to Thompson leaves it for Green. Durant for 3. Good.
It's a great possession. You know I love that, right? 4 or 5 driving kicks.
Be aggressive. Move it. Come back. Get it back.
Griffin has position on Green. Griffin 4 of 11 behind the head to Chris Paul.
Here we go. You're open, they're kicking out to you. You got to shoot it. I don't care if you're 1 for 70. It doesn't really matter. Shoot the ball.
Jennings to Lee. Holiday, corner three. That's good. Then a 9-1 for the Knicks.
Give us 5 hard minutes, okay? Hey, next play is 1 hawk. See how they play it.
Rebound stripped down by LeBron James. Trying to go coast to coast.
And he does!
Good defense by Liggins, not going for any of the fakes.
Good job, Shaq! Good job, baby. All right, rebound that thing and run. Let's get out and play with some pace here.
I had to wait. Long shot, long rebound, which led to a fast break.
Get in there!
Jimmy Butler with a big splash deep in the near corner.
Now, let's check out the top plays of the week in our courtside countdown. At number 10, LeBron with a give and go and a flashy finish.
LeBron James wrapped up, spins it up.
A highlight reel play by LeBron James.
At 9, James Harden goes to work and leaves his defender in the dust.
Shot clock down to 6. Shot clock down to 5. Harden. Oh, the crossover. Cracked his ankles and laid it up and in. Oh, what a play.
Beautiful basketball.
At number 8, a driving Steph Curry hits a roadblock in Troy Williams.
They go coast to coast. And Troy Williams sends it out of bounds. And he stares at the 2-time MVP and says, not my house.
At 7, Lou Williams with a 3-quarter court fling.
Less than 2 to go. Williams from 75. Oh! He hit it!
Lou Williams threw it in from 65 feet. Wow!
In at number 6, it's the launch of a high-flying rocket, Sam Decker.
Decker! Oh, the punch on Ennis sent him to the court.
At 5, Chris Paul leaves Alexis Ajinça with a bad case of broken ankles.
Goes down all by himself. You have to make that shot, right? Because that's going to be on every highlight. If you miss that shot, it blows it. It's like extra pressure on that 5-footer.
At 4, Reggie Jackson looks for the steal, but doesn't have to look for the pass.
Reggie takes it away, saves it for an Andre jam.
Court awareness, knowing where people are and where people are not.
In at number 3 is the Celtics' Jaylen Brown posterizing the Magic.
Della gets his first touch, finds Brown. Brown puts it on the court. Basket!
There you go, young fella. Be who you are.
At 2, Shelvin Mack and Rudy Gobert sealing a win in style.
Mack drives, floats it to Rudy, who passes a reverse jam. Reverse dunk from Shelvin Mack to Rudy Gobert.
And at number 1, it's DeMar DeRozan with this week's big finish.
Oh, DeRozan came out of the rafters and slams it. Where did he come from?
The officials comes out of the locker room. He stops and talks to her. They high-five. Then Gennaro Pargo came over and said a few words to her. And I think she's going to run out there to start the second half. She's enjoying. She is having the time of her life here. And that's what it's all about here in the D-League, getting up close and personal with everybody.
Yeah, there's not a bad seat in the house. A good crowd on hand tonight at the Convention Center here in Oklahoma City. Again, want to take time to thank our listeners on 105.3 The Pro, back in Hidalgo, Texas, the Vipers Radio Network, as well as on Facebook Live and the people watching on Facebook.
Half against Austin. And 54 points at halftime, far off the 74 that the Vipers put on Texas. And
the Vipers scored more than 4
actually,
points.
you know what? I'm looking at that. I didn't update that from last year. Those are old numbers. I still have Idaho scoring 19. Idaho doesn't exist anymore. They're now Salt Lake City. So let's just scrap that and go with what we got here. 54-51. Here's what I can tell you. If you are here in the Oklahoma City area and you missed this game, we're going to tee it up again in 10 days from now. Rio Grande Valley will be back here for the final appearance in Oklahoma City on December 30th, just before the new year. We have Reno on the 28th. That'll be our next home game, followed on the 30th by Rio Grande Valley. So if you missed it tonight, be sure to get here. Plenty of tickets, good seats available to talk about. This young girl's now dancing in front of us. She's dressed in the red of the Vipers, so she may go out there and help them here in the second half.
But, you know, I got to tell you, Ed, Oklahoma City going to hit the road on Thursday. Wes is not going to be happy with me. I got my son on
You're
Thursday.
soloing.
So Wes is going to
you're on your own, and it's North Arizona. Northern Arizona.
It
used to be
game.
Bakersfield. They have owned us over the years. All right, we're underway, second half. Blue get the ball first. Tarzuski will start the second half with those 3 fouls on Dakari Johnson. Caruso's got it left of the lane, now faces up to the basket, tried to get it to Tarzuski, knocked out a play by Chris Johnson, one of the officers here, whose safety is the big concern, had to come and say, let's get the young lady back in a lap here. So he was worried she was going to go out there and play too, or actually she was going to run over, but these are big men out there. Here's an inbounds play, catch and shoot from Hamilton. It rattles around, comes out. Caruso taps it out, there's nobody there. Tokido comes back to the basketball.
It was a good job by Caruso. Good heads-up play, but nobody was there to help him out.
Chris Johnson going left to right, passes off to Peyton. It's Peyton Smith. He gets a screen from Smith, gets a double team and missed the finger roll. Tarzuski comes away with his 6th rebound to lead Oklahoma City.
Peyton is struggling.
Here's Houston's 3 on its way, is short. Josh follows, goes up strong on Smith, throws it over the rim. There is a whistle underneath, and if that's on Joshua Smith, that's a tough luck foul on the big man. We'll take it, but it's the foul on Smith. By the way, when ahead or tied at halftime, the Vipers are 9-2 this season. The Blue are 6-3. That's why this third quarter is so important. Oklahoma City 1-6 when trailing after 3. The Vipers 2-4 when trailing after 3. Houston has free throws coming and missed the first. He needs one more point for double digits for the 8th time in 10 appearances in a blue uniform. Be 6 games in a row for him.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're tied up this week.
I wouldn't be shocked either. Just the first foul on Smith, who has 8 now. Houston sits the back iron and misses. Tokido clears. JP with 4 rebounds, coming in averaging 5.4 a game. Here's the 3 on its way from the left wing, and it's buried. And that was Chris Johnson. That's a lot of NBA experience knocking down that 3. And the first lead of the second half belongs to the Vipers. Chris Johnson now with 16 points. His high this year has been 24. Here's a drive. Inside they go to Tarzuski. He's hammered by Gary Payton. That's all 6'3". Gary Payton II against 7-foot Caleb Tarzuski.
But he didn't really have much of a choice there.
No. Caleb was going to go dunk it again. Yeah, Payton's out talking to you. I want to let you dunk it again. he's smiling. It's been a friendly game. I mean, very intense, very aggressive on both sides, but no animosity here as Caleb hits the first. Now, Tarzuski has been on fire for the charity stripe. 21 of his last 24, 88%, knocks that one down. For the year, he's up to 77%. And I probably just jinxed him. Let's see. Perfect. Nothing but net. Way to go to Caleb. 8.6 rebounds. Working on a possible 3rd double-double of the season. Oh, nice reverse pivot there by Morris. Now he goes to his right, kicks out. Payton catch and shoot 3 on its way. It's short, no good. Inside position by Smith. He lost it to Hamilton, and then Smith fouls Daniel. 2 quick fouls here in the second half on Joshua Smith.
I was literally just about to say the same thing.
Well, go ahead.
2 quick fouls there on Joshua Smith.
10:30 to go in the second. It's Woods, Eustace, Hamilton, Caruso, and Tarczewski. Tarczewski replacing Dakari Johnson here in the second half. Here's Caruso on a drive, splitting a double team, and that's now 3 fouls.
3 quick fouls
on Joshua Smith. That's heads up by the rookie out of Texas A&M. He knew Joshua Smith. And, sometimes when you get a foul, 2 quick ones like that, it's in your head and take it at him. And that's what happened. Caruso, a 65% free throw shooter.
Because now you've just quickly put their big man in foul trouble. And we're not even 2 minutes into the third quarter.
We're tied now for the 8th time in the game. And we could get our 18th lead change. We do. That's been hard to keep track of in this game. Now full court pressure being shown by Oklahoma City. They get it into Morris. Morris splits it, gets it up ahead. Smith in the lane. It goes up with a finger roll, and he draws the foul on the other side. So tit for tat. The foul is on Eustace, and Joshua Smith is in double figures with 10 points. Just the 7th time he's been in double digits. His high has been 16 points, 12 rebounds is high. 3 times in double-digit rebounding, and he has 5 of those in this game.
Well, in RGV with 3 guys in double figures now. You got Johnson at 16, Smith at now 11, and then Morris at 13. Oklahoma City, they have Caruso at 11.
Smith hits the free throw. He's 5 of 9 shooting, 11 points, 5 boards. Caruso has on the left wing. He's pushed by Morris. Now faces up, cross-court pass to Hamilton. Thought about the 3, instead goes to Tarczewski. Quick pass around the rim, into the corner. Caruso goes in the lane, finger roll is no good. Smith, his 6th rebound. Up ahead, Morris on the run for the Vipers. Left, right, back to his right, off the glass, good. Morris took it coast to coast, and quickly it's a 4-point lead for the Vipers.
And on that last one, Caruso did a good job. He got to the rim like he wanted to, couldn't get it to fall, and then on the other end, Morris did his thing.
Morris has 15 points. Chris Johnson leads the Vipers with 16. Here's a bounce pass, Caruso to Eustace. Eustace can't get the layup to go. Vipers come back the other way with Morris. He fakes a pass left, goes to the right, finger roll, no good. Rebound kicked out to Hamilton, may have gone out of play. We have a whistle. It'll be blue basketball as Walker replaces Smith. So Joshua Smith with 3 fouls, Dakari Johnson with 3 for the Blue. But Oklahoma City can come in with another 7-footer in Tarczewski, and Caleb with just 1.
Yeah, and
Blue basketball down 4.
Caleb getting the early playing time in this quarter as well.
Morris showing a lot of moves on that drive, just didn't get the finish to go. He was faking each way with his body, his shoulders, his hips. Didn't get the finger roll down. Woods passes to Hamilton. He goes on the dribble, splits a double team, hangs in the lane, it'll count if it goes. It rims out. So free throws coming. The foul on J.P. Tokido. And for Jean-Pierre, that is his 2nd. He has yet to score. J.P. 0 for 5, coming in averaging nearly 14 in a game. In his last 4 games, 17 points, 54% shooting. He's had 6 or more rebounds 7 times, has 4 in this game as Hamilton hits the first. And after a horrid start, Daniel Hamilton has 9 points.
He hit double figures right here if he makes his 2nd free throw.
He's been in double digits 12 times. This is his 15th game played, and he is in double digits.
Yeah, good turnaround there for Hamilton. He hit that one layup, and then he hit a couple of threes, kind of bounced back from the
And the fact that layup struggled to go down, I think, kind of capped it. Finally, something fell, even if it was a finger roll. Peyton, nice look. Oh, inside. He finds Chris Johnson, who gets tied up by Tarczewski. I thought it was going to be a foul when I heard the whistle. Instead, it'll be a jump ball.
Oh, now they're discussing it.
Now they're thinking about it. 2 officials have their thumbs up in the air, so it looks like a jump ball between Chris Johnson at 6'6" and Caleb Tarczewski at 7 feet. That was a great look by Gary Payton. Won't get an assist on the play, but it was a beautiful bounce pass.
Yeah, I don't know that Morris was even ready for it. Was it Morris or was it?
It was Johnson. Chris Johnson.
Yeah, I don't think Johnson was ready for it. He's like, oh, wait.
Johnson, 147 NBA games with 5 teams, including last year. Tarczewski wins the tip, but it's Payton outrunning Hamilton to the loose ball. He goes in the paint, strip going up. It was either Tarczewski or Caruso back into Payton's hands, swinging around left side, 2 to shoot. Johnson pulls up inside the arc, missed it. Rebound batted around, finally corralled by Cameron Woods. Every rebound contested by these 2 top 4 rebounding teams in the league. Vipers are number 1, the Blue are number 4. Throwaway. Woods threw it right to Payton. J.P. Tokedo, nice no-look pass to Walker, driving in. He won't get it to fall, but whistle underneath and a foul. J.P. Tokedo making that happen. The foul is on number 25, Daniel Hamilton. That will be his first. Caruso has 11 to lead the Blue, 10 for Hamilton, 16 Johnson, 15 for Morris, and 11 for Smith. Double-digit scores for the Vipers. At the line is Chris Walker. And Walker's a 72% free throw shooter, 21 of 29, and he misses. And Dakari's going to get into the game for the first time here in the second half of the 8:30 mark. It's a 2-point game. Tarczewski leads with 8 points and 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 20 minutes on the court. Walker bouncing. Now puts up his second. It's good. 63-60 with 8:20 to play here in the third quarter. Caruso on the offensive end for Oklahoma City. Goes to Woods. Cameron into the lane. Try to bounce pass. It's stolen by Walker. Into the hands of Tokedo. Up ahead to Johnson. 1-on-1 against Caruso. The trailer is Payton. Or it's Morris. Step back three is short. Right in the hands of Walker. 14 now on the shot clock. Cross to Tokedo. 3 on its way. Long off the top of the glass. And JP now 0 for 6 shooting the basketball tonight. By the way, for you folks at Rio Grande Valley on your radio network, Chinanu Onowaku, who normally plays center, averages a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds, was called back up. He's been on assignment most of the year to the Vipers, but the Rockets called him back up with an injury on the parent club, so that's why you're not hearing Onowaku's name tonight. He is not here in Oklahoma City. Here's Dakari Johnson backing in on Chris Walker. Kicks it out to Eustace. Eustace goes to his left, fakes a shot, tries to get it to Hamilton, intercepted by Payton. Gary Payton, the second, goes all the way, lays it up and in.
Yeah, and Oklahoma City playing extremely sloppy right now. They've had, trying to look real quick, 3 turnovers quickly in this third quarter.
Caruso came storming down the court and is fouled going up. A push on Tokedo, his third. 5-point lead for the Vipers. Their largest was 9 in the first half. It'll be an inbounds play for Josh Eustace, I believe. Now, you can hear Coach Brazzi saying that Caruso passed the ball. They're giving Caruso shots here from the free throw line. Alex tonight 2 for 2 at the line. So it has got a little sloppy here in the last minute or two as Caruso rattles home the first one. He has 12 points. He's led the team in scoring just once. Does have the team high right now.
And he's shooting the ball extremely well. I mean, he's 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 3 from the charity stripe, 3 assists.
Caruso is good with both. Back to a 3-point game. Onowaku, I practiced that all night long, and he doesn't make the trip. But good for him. He's back up with the Houston Rockets. Here's Tokedo. Nice 360 spin into the lane. He hangs and misses the shot, but he's fouled. And Caruso is called for it. Nope, 31. Woods. Boy, Cameron, must be a lot of reaching in as people go by because that was taken into Caruso, but Woods picks up his 4th. He's the first player with 4 fouls here, and we've still got 7:29 to go third quarter. Tokedo at the line, 63%, 30 of 48. And he makes that one. That's his first make of any sort tonight. He's 0 for 6 from the field. Does have 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Let's see, what did he have at halftime in the steal department? Do you remember? None.
Nope.
None.
He didn't do much. He
Top
had 2
5
rebounds,
of the league,
3
yeah.
assists.
He does hit both free throws now, so back to a 5-point lead. 7:29 to go. Caruso, Eustace, Johnson, Mike Henry back in along with Hamilton for the Blue. Caruso running the point, drives left of the lane, loses the dribble, back out front to Eustace. Tokedo has him. Hand off to Hamilton, going right to left. He's sizing up Payton. Goes left, faked right, goes left, finger roll in the lane, no good. Dakari Johnson gets the offensive rebound and missed everything. Into the hands of Walker, up ahead to JP, 2-on-2. JP, he fakes right, goes left, and has his first bucket of the game on the layup, and that brings a timeout. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and it's Rio Grande Valley 69, Oklahoma City 62. This is Oklahoma City Blue basketball.
0 of 6.
This game has featured 20 lead changes and 8 ties. The Vipers on a 7-2 run to extend a 2-point lead up to 7. And Coach Matt Brazzi called that timeout. I didn't understand it with his team on a roll, but what we didn't see, we're watching on the offensive end for the Vipers, which is to our left. You're right if you're watching on Facebook Live. Chris Johnson was laying on the deck in the lane on the other end. And so Coach Brazzi called a timeout. He was administered to for about a third of that timeout. And I'm looking down to see if he's going to come back in here, and he is not. It'll be Peyton Walker, LeBrian Nash, Tokido, and Morris. So Chris Johnson was shaken up, and I think he's down there on the end of the bench. Yeah, he is. So not serious enough to go to the locker room, but that's why Coach Brazzi called that timeout, because it just kind of caught me by surprise considering the run they were on.
Yeah, Oklahoma City struggling this quarter right now. 0 of 6 this third quarter, whereas RGV is 5 of 13.
You missed a stroke. It's Daniel Hamilton from the left wing as you're analyzing that. Hamilton answers for Oklahoma City, 69-65. Daniel with 13 points. JP tried to lob it back door to Walker, and Mike Henry jumped up and took that one away, and Coach Brazzi not happy with that decision. Here's a corner shot to Hamilton. Dakari, right low post. Walker on his hip, much smaller man. Dakari into the lane, shot good.
Way to get him back going there. Hamilton hitting that three, and then Johnson coming back with his soft little hook shot.
Dakari knew he had a much smaller man. Walker goes at 220, and Johnson's up about 260. Here's a straightaway three. Oh, Morris just buried that one.
Yeah, Morris right now, 6 of 10 from the field, 18 points.
That's his second three. Seems like he's had more than that. 72-67, 6-minute mark of quarter number 3, halfway through. Dakari now again, same position as Walker. Spins, double team coming, foul coming. Interesting, Daniel Hamilton started 0 for 6. Got a finger roll that bounced all over the place, went down. He got hot. JP Tokido started 0 for 6, finally got a bucket to go, and we'll see if that helps him, but he just got whistled for that foul, his 4th. And he's discussing things with the official, which is generally not going to change anything as Dakari misses the free throw, and he's 1 of 3 in this game from the free throw line. Kennedy is going to come in for the first time. Marcus Kennedy, 6'9", 245 from SMU, plays just 4 minutes a game. This is his 5th appearance, averages less than a point. He's never played more than 5 minutes in a game, but he's got a big body, and the Vipers need him in there. All right, JP has just been told no more talking by the official. As I said, that's never really a productive to do. Dakari hit the second free throw, 72-68. JP's going to cool down there on the bench a little bit. Chris Johnson's up and walking, still does not look very happy. He's probably still in a little pain. Hopefully it's not a concussion. That's what it kind of looked like that he hit his head. Here's Smith. And finally, you heard Coach Brazzi calling for the defensive three, and he finally got it. It's a good coach. 29-21 last year, won the Southwest Division. He's the grandson of Lute Olson, played for Olson at Arizona 2003-5, 2012 and 13, assistant with the Vipers. They won a championship that year. 2013-15, director of operations for the Rockets. He's got his team at 11-5, and they have the lead now 73-68 on the make on the free throw, and they have the basketball. LeBrian Nash from Oklahoma State working on Mike Henry. Now to Morris, who hit a three just a moment ago. Reach in, a turnaround, steal by Dakari Johnson. Up ahead to Henry. He's got a trailer. He takes it himself. Fouled by Nash. They're going to give him the continuation. Wow. He fouled him out about 10 feet away from the basket. But this is the professional league, and you get the continuation. And Henry has 4 points. And that's the most he's had in his last 8 games. 3 or less, 8 in a row, and he's got 4. Chance to make it 5 here. And he does. And all of a sudden, we're back to a 2-point game at 73-71.
And Oklahoma City, 76%, 13 of 17 from the free throw line tonight.
Smith out top, dribbles to his right, hands off to Peyton, gets a screen now from Joshua, goes baseline, out to Nash, 12 to shoot. Nash probes, goes into the lane, challenges Dakari. He missed the layup, ball's batted around. Pargo comes away with it. Right side pass, Hamilton behind the back, and it's stolen by Peyton. He may have just lost control. Up to Kennedy, now Morris into the offensive end, 3-on-2. He finds Nash cutting right to left, off the glass, no good. Rebound tapped Henry to himself, and Henry comes away with it. Back and forth action, and nothing to put on the board. Dakari's got it left of the lane. He faces up on the 300-pound Joshua Smith. He goes baseline, does not get it to go, but he's fouled. That will be number 4 on Smith, as Dakari, quick feet there.
And that's now 4 fouls on Smith, all in this quarter.
Dakari, 2 for 4 at the charity line, has 12 points. For Johnson, it's the 15th time in 16 games he scored single digits the first game of the season. He's hasn't done that again since. Tarzuski's going to come in for Eustis, so a lot of height now. The 2 7-footers out there with Henry, Pargo, and Hamilton.
In Oklahoma City now, with 3 players in double figures, you got Johnson at 13, Hamilton at 13, and Caruso at 13. He makes it 14.
And it gives us a tie, and I probably have lost count, but I've got that as 9 ties, but could be more.
I'll say they had 8 at the last break.
All right, so 9, 73 all. It's Kennedy. Hands off to Nash going left to right. Now he reverses field, reverses again. Henry swapped it out of there, and he has to be fouled by Nash. Quick hands by Henry on back-to-back possessions. And the DePaul product is giving some great bench minutes here in the third quarter. Foul on Nash is his 3rd.
And that's going to be his 3rd steal of the game.
That should be a new high, I would think. 2 steals was his season high before that one.
So that's what you call taking advantage of the minutes that you're getting.
Henry's been on the court for 9 minutes, 2 of 2 shooting, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 3 steals, and now 6 points as he makes that one. His high this year has been 7 points. 4 rebounds is his high.
So we can tie that right here with this second free throw.
And that gives us our 21st lead change of the game, and we still have 4:28 to go in the third quarter. He hit them both. It's 75-73. Henry has tied his season high. That would be his professional high. The rookie tryout player with 7 points. Threet back in the game. Gets up in the air. Kicks it out front to Lewis. Pargo closes. And we get another defensive 3. That's the 3rd one against the Blue. And they're 2 for 2 shooting free throws on these technicals. It'll be Morris again going to the line. Morris with 19 points. Looking for 20 for the 6th time this season. This is 15th game. And he's got it. Had to wait just a second there. 75-74. Vipers will retain possession with 14 on the clock. 4:17 to go in the third quarter. Tied at 23 after 1. Tied at 54 at half. Inbounds comes to 3. It's cut off. They swing it around the perimeter. Kennedy, his first shot of the game, barely drew iron. Hamilton comes away with it. Blue on the run. Pargo on the left wing. Pounding the dribble. Cross-court pass. Henry. He fumbled it out of bounds. That was a rifle shot from across the court. But turnover 14 against Oklahoma City. The Vipers have put 15 miscues on the board. It's Nash, Lewis, Walker, Kennedy, and Threet. Haven't had this 5 on the floor for the Vipers. Down 1 with the basketball. Pargo, Henry, Tarzuski, Johnson, and Hamilton for Oklahoma City. There's a baseline drive. Hanging in the air is Nash. He misses the shot. Oklahoma City gets it. Up ahead, it's Johnson into a double team. Kick back to Pargo. He's all alone for 3.
Stroked it.
Gennaro, I think that's his first 3 ball of the game.
It is.
78-74.
He missed. He's 1 for 3 now.
Well, it's first make.
Right, yeah.
Pargo gives Oklahoma City a 78-74 lead. That's the largest lead of the game for Oklahoma City. 4 points with 3:30 to go in the third quarter. Here's a pass thrown into the leg of Hamilton. It'll be an out-of-bounds play as Tokido will come back in. Pargo now, with that 3 ball, has a tray in 14 of the 15 games. At least 1. He's had 5 in a game 4 times. He'll have to light the lamp here in the second half to get to that, but we may need it before it's all over. Threet on the inbounds is short, goes over the glass. That's the second time that's happened to the Vipers on a high rebound. A lot of air in those balls tonight as it goes over the backboard. 4-point lead and a timeout on the floor. 3:22 to go in the third quarter. It's Oklahoma City 78 and the Vipers 74. This is Oklahoma City Blue basketball. Wow. Yeah. That was a great run for the Blue between timeouts. At the 7-minute mark, we got our first timeout of the quarter, and the Vipers led it 69-62. Again, 7 minutes to go. Now with 3:22 to go, we got our next timeout. Oklahoma City, between those two stoppages, a 16-5 run, turning a 7-point deficit into a 4-point lead, their largest of the game. 21 lead changes and 9 ties with a quarter and 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, Ned, I'm sitting here looking, after that last break, Oklahoma City 0 of 6 from the field. And since that time, they went 4 of 4, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. They trail by 1 in the rebounding department, but we already know this is going to be a close rebounding matchup. But another thing is they have 3 steals since that last break, good for 7 Blue points.
Oh, wow. Oklahoma City up to 44% three-point shooting at 7 of 16. We're at 12% most of the game. Dakari's got it in the lane around the free throw line. He's going to dribble out. Walker on him. Fakes the shot. Goes to Hamilton. Tight defense by Lewis for the Vipers. 10 to shoot. Hamilton now draws a double team. Cross-court pass to Pargo. He's way out. He'll try a 3.
Stroked it.
That was 4 or 5 feet beyond the arc.
That had to be, 32-footer or something.
It's a 7-point lead. Stretch that run out to 19-5 now. Here's a drive. Oh, no offensive goaltending is 3 on the drive. I think it was going to go down, and Walker touched it as it was bouncing around the rim and waved it off.
Yeah, it was on top of the rim. It was a good call.
It was an excellent call. It was a nice drive by Threet, who's been fairly quiet in this game. He hasn't scored. He's only taken 2 shots. Last 2 years, really, Threet has been one of their main offensive cogs. Not so much this year, at least up to this point. 2:40 to go, third quarter. Pargo has 2 threes in the game. Cross-court pass to Henry. 7 points, a season high for him. Dakari, here's Hamilton on a weave. Between the leg dribble. Bangs into Lewis, now goes into the paint. Tight defense by Lewis, forces a bad shot. Tarzewski kicks it out, but Threet is right there for it. 2-on-2. Tokoto runs right over one of the Blue players, and JP has picked up his 5th foul. Was that Pargo down there?
It was Pargo.
Gennaro can take those charges. Fearless in his 15th pro season.
And this is one of those lineups we talked about with Oklahoma City where you have Tarzewski and Johnson on the floor. So you got 2 7-footers down low. And who goes and takes the charge?
The little guy. Pargo, Tarzewski, Johnson, Caruso, and Henry on the floor. Still, Xavier Henry is yet to play for the Blue this year, acquired from Santa Cruz out of Putnam City High School, and he still is injured. Oh, Dakari bumps into his man, Walker, who hits the deck. No whistle, and that allows Dakari to finger roll it in. He's got 16 to lead the Blue.
And I'm sitting here watching the ref, and he has this little grin on his face, so I didn't see it because Coach was standing in the way, but it looked like maybe he got
a little flopper.
A little flopping.
It's a 21-5 run now by the Blue. Here's Threet sizing up Tarzewski, drives into the land of giants, draws the foul. And that's on Tarzewski. That'll be his 3rd. Did they move this table just a little bit since last season? Because every visiting coach that's come stands right in your way every time. Isn't that line way off to our right over there somewhere where they can stand? Threet's at the line
it's
for
right
the
here.
First time. And he hit it.
Well, it doesn't matter what end of the floor they're on.
No. Jarvis is just 57% free throw shooting this year. Did hit that one down. That's his first point of the game. That stops the 21-5 run, dating back to the 7-minute mark. So 152 now. And the second one it goes down, 83-75. So no, he missed that one. Although the board changed, I may have missed a point there. I did. 83-74 or 75. 83-75. Tarzewski has it left of the lane, banging in on Nash. Much bigger size for Tarzewski, and he draws the foul on Nash. That's tough luck for LeBron, as the bigger man just kind of banged into him. That's 5 on Nash, 5 on Tokoto, 4 on Smith. So Vipers in some significant foul trouble here.
Well, you mentioned the size difference. Nash sitting at 6'7", 235, whereas Tarzewski's 7 foot, 250. So definitely a much bigger man there.
Tarzewski is yet to hit the rim on these free throws. He's 3 for 3. Johnson's going to leave. Houston's back in. So Pargo, Caruso in the backcourt. Houston's on assignment from the Thunder, along with Henry in the forecourt, and the center is Tarzewski, who now has 9 points, 6 rebounds. This for double digits for the 8th time in 16 games for Tarzewski. Last 4, he's averaged 10 points, hit 15 of 18 free throws, finally misses here in this game. It's 84-75. 1:26 to go in the third quarter. Walker out front, right side to Morris. He'll dribble on Henry. Mike reached in there, almost got his fourth steal. Morris retains possession, splits a double team, and draws the foul, and that was his goal there. As the shot clock was deep at 9, official telling everybody, calm down. Don't gripe about the foul calls. Now you can't remember who it was on. Pargo draws the foul, and that will be the first. Nope, he changed it. He changed it to, like I said, he couldn't remember who he called it on. First he put up 2 fingers, now 4. First on Henry.
Oklahoma City bench outscoring RGV's bench right now, 29-23.
Morris is in the 20-point category again for the 6th time this season. His high is 29. Second is up, and he misses that one, so he stays at 20. And Houston comes down with his 7th rebound to go with 9 points. Houston's averaging 5, but in his last game he only had 2, so he's come back strong in the rebounding department. 84-76.
Well, he's been stuck at 9 points since halftime, so he's yet to score.
Hasn't really shot much here in the second half, if I remember right. Pargo, a baseline jumper from about 18 is no good, and Lewis has the rebound.
He shot the ball twice.
Lewis, his second rebound. Here's a 3, a long one straight away by Morris, who is, actually that was Lewis. Lewis has 13 points. I think that's his 4th triple of the game. 84-79.
He's now 4 of 4 from beyond the arc.
Yeah, 84-79. Here's Caruso on a drive. Hangs in the air off the glass. He doesn't get the friendly roll, and Lewis clears for the Vipers. 13 points, 3 rebounds for Lewis. He's feeling it right now. Need to get a body on him. He's 4 for 4 from outside. 21 on the clock. 18 and 12 are the difference on the 2 clocks. 3 is dribbling outside. Henry on him. Oh, he lost him. Went right by him on the crossover dribble. Goes underneath the Walker, who fumbled it out of play with 3 on the shot clock, 9.3 on the game clock.
Actually, it was Mike Henry that came through and knocked it out of his hands.
Henry knocked it loose?
Yeah. As soon as he made the pass, he swatted at it.
Inbounds, catch and shoot 3 by Morris. High arcer, no good, and Henry has the backside rebound. Quickly, get it up the court. 3 seconds to go. Caruso crosses the timeline. He goes in the lane, dribbled off his foot, and the horn sounds, but Oklahoma City finally breaks the ties at the end of quarters. It's Blue 84, Vipers 79, 1 quarter to go. This is Oklahoma City Blue basketball. Into it a little bit. 84-79 with 12 minutes to play. The Blue 7-1 when leading after 3 quarters, and the Vipers are 2-4 when trailing after 3. So it is possible. Rio Grande Valley has come from behind twice in the 6 times they've trailed going into the final frame.
Well, Ed, going back to the start of the third quarter, Oklahoma City, they started off 0-6, finished at 6-15. So after they went 0-6, they turned around and went 6 of 9. They're shooting really good. They're shooting 52% on the night, 29 of 56, and they've improved their three-point shooting to 47% at 8 for 17.
Blue 3-0 if they can win shooting 50% or better. See if they can maintain it. 3 with 14 to shoot as the Vipers have the ball to start the fourth. Oh, nice look inside Lewis. He misses the baseline jumper, but there was a whistle. He may have stepped on the sideline before he let the shot go. It's a great move to get loose for the short jumper, but he must have stepped out. It's the 18th turnover committed by the Vipers. Oklahoma City, its first possession of the fourth quarter. Caruso goes into the lane, splits a double team off the glass, too hard, comes ringing out, and rebound to Lewis. Quickly off to Morris, 3-on-3. Morris crossover dribble, has it blocked by Pargo, foul by Pargo. Had his pass blocked. I'm not sure he was shooting at the time, but he's going to go to the line for 2 shots. Pargo's second. No, it's his first. Pargo with 7 points, a couple of 3 balls. Morris back at the line where he's 6 of 7. 20 points to lead all scores. 16 for Chris Johnson, 11 for Smith, 20 for Morris, 13 off the bench for Lewis. The first free throw is down. For the Blue, Dakari Johnson has 16. Hamilton and Caruso 13 each. Just 3 Blue players in double digits, but Tarzuski's 1 away at 9, as is Hustis. Both free throws go down. 84-81, this is kind of what we expect. No one's going to slip out of here. Both teams have led by 9, their largest lead. I'm sorry, I think the Vipers were up by 7. Nope, both by 9. The 9 was in the first half. Caruso with a 3-point lead, spins in the lane, has it stripped by Lewis, and at last touch by Caruso. It'll be Viper basketball. That's the 16th miscue by the Blue tonight, and a 3-ball will tie this game. We've had 21 lead changes, 9 ties. May get our 10th right here, especially if they get it in the hands of Lewis, who's 4 for 4. Here's Payton going through traffic, finds 3, driving from the left angle, ran into Tarzuski. That altered the shot, backside rebound by Walker, and it falls.
Yeah, now they're back within 1, 84-83, and Walker now 3 of 4 on the night, 7 points.
84-83, just underway in the fourth quarter. Here's Caruso to Pargo. Catch and shoot 3 on its way. It's short this time, and the rebound by Lewis, but he stepped on the baseline as he caught it. Wow, big break for Oklahoma City. Blue will retain possession, 14 on the shot clock, and a 1-point lead.
And both teams in that third quarter turned the ball over 5 times. The big difference, though, Oklahoma City got 9 points off of the 5 RGV turnovers, whereas the Vipers only got 3 points off Oklahoma City's 5.
Dakari Johnson comes back in, replacing Tarzuski. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Blue players have 20 minutes or more on the floor tonight. Again, Reggie Williams called up by the New Orleans Pelicans, so we've been a little short-handed. Here's Hustis, catch and shoot 3.
Stroked it.
On the right wing, and Hustis in double figures with 12 points. Good to see Josh shooting the ball much better from 3-point range lately.
Yeah, he's shooting the ball good tonight. He's 5 of 10, so he's 50% from the field.
Walker catches it and shuffled the feet. The big center not used to catching it beyond the arc.
And now 1 of 3 from 3-point.
Hustis with the 12 points. He's had a 20-point outing this season, his 10th assignment by the Thunder to the Blue, and he's in double figures for the 8th time. And I believe that's 6 in a row, double figures for Josh. Had 14 in his last outing at Grand Rapids. Here's Dakari. He'll face up on Joshua Smith with 4 fouls. Dakari has 3. Pass to Ward, who came in on that last whistle. To Pargo, back to Ward. He'll launch another 3. It's long, off the back rim into the hands of Morris. Morris will bring it up the floor. His 3rd rebound of the game. He also has 7 assists to go with his 22 points. He curls into the lane, finds Smith, the trailer, who dunks it right in the face of Dakari Johnson.
Yeah, and he set that pick to even get that whole play in motion on Caruso. And Caruso, man, he just bounced right off of him.
Smith has 13. His season high is 16. Here's Caruso. It runs right into Smith, who reaches in. Oh, did he foul him? He did.
Yeah.
His 5th. Oh, that's one you don't want the big man to get way away from the basket.
I think they're going to call that on 4.
Will they?
Yeah, I think
he put up 3 fingers on one hand there, what I saw. So, all right, he catches a break. So 4 on Smith, and 3 picks up just his first. Here's Pargo, 10 to shoot. He bounced pass to Johnson. Oh, kicks in the corner. Extra pass. An extra pass. Pargo with 3 to shoot. 3 extra passes, baseline jumper, no good. It hit the rim, in the air, getting the rebound is Houston. He can't get the putback. Vipers come away with it. Full court pass to Morris, bucket and the foul. The Vipers have tied it up and can take the lead.
Wow. That was a good play by, that's a good defense on the other end, first off, by RGV, because Oklahoma City was passing the ball all the way around, and there was always a defender coming out to get that open player, so they couldn't get the 3 off. Pargo put up a tough shot. It was right there. Houston came through with the second chance, but it just didn't fall for him, and then just a great heads-up play.
I couldn't call the pass fast enough.
Yeah.
The ball movement was so fast, but the Vipers were just as fast getting out defensively. Morris misses the free throw. He was 8 of 9 free throw shooting, so it remains tied. Our 10th tie of the game, 87-87. Caruso behind the back dribble. He tried to get it to Houston. Houston went right, the pass went left. Turnover, number 17 committed by the Blue, and the Vipers can take the lead again.
Yeah, and going back to the Morris coming down there, recognizing that his defenders were on their heels, he just attacked them.
Morris has 24. His season high is 29. Left of the paint to Smith. He'll back in on Dakari Johnson. Bangs, 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 and coming across is Pargo to knock it loose. And then Smith reached in on Pargo, and he felt Gennaro come in and knock it loose. So now Smith
Number
has
5.
his 5th.
Yep.
We tried to give it to him earlier, but to no avail. So Smith leaves with 5.
All in the second
Big
half.
smile, because I'm not sure about that one either, big guy. Walker comes back in. So it's Threet, Lewis, Payton, Walker, and Morris. We haven't seen Chris Johnson since that timeout when he hit the deck and the Vipers up 7. Dakari goes in the lane. The shot is blocked by Walker, but there is a whistle. Which official is going to come call it? It's the off official, and it is on Walker. That is his 2nd. That will send Dakari Johnson back to the free throw line where he's 4 of 6 tonight.
And now they've got Tokoto with 5, Smith with 5, and then you got Nash coming off the bench with 5.
4 against Woods, 3 against Johnson.
And Johnson's been doing a great job because he had those 3 in the first half.
Dakari missed the first free throw, so it's 4 of 7 at the line. 16 points for Johnson. Still leads Oklahoma City. 13 each for Hamilton, Caruso, 12 for Houston. Dakari's good with the second one. 88-87.
Now 5 of 8 from the free throw line. He's got 17 points, so he's having a good game.
Morris lost the handle momentarily, got it back. It was knocked loose by Caruso. Morris now has a 3 on its way from the right. That's Morris. I think I said Lewis. That's Morris. And RGV retakes the lead, our 22nd lead change, and a timeout. 8:27 to play in the 4th quarter. Rio Grande Valley has the lead again. It's 90-88 over the Blue. This is Oklahoma City Blue basketball. The Vipers have responded to that 16-5 run by the Blue. They stretched out to a 21-5 run to go up by 9, 83-74. That was with about 2.5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Since then, 83-74 Blue. It's 16-5 Vipers. to lead it 90-88.
Yeah, and Oklahoma City, again, starting off this quarter struggling like they did in the third quarter, shooting 1 of 6 so far in this fourth quarter, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. And then on the other side of the ball, you've got the Vipers shooting 4 of 5 already in this quarter. So that was really the big difference to get them back in this game.
Darius Morris has 27 points, just 2 off his season high. Johnson. Pargo gets a screen from Johnson, now passes it to DJ. 18 to shoot, he'll put it on the dribble. Backs in on Walker, now a double team coming, loses the ball, gets it back to Hamilton. Hamilton fumbled it momentarily, still plenty of time. Daniel calms things down, Payton is on him. Daniel goes to his right, cups the ball off the glass, missed everything. And the rebound is Lewis. And Lewis with 6 rebounds, a lot of those here in the fourth quarter. 8 minutes to go, Vipers by 2 of the basketball. Payton nearly lost the ball. Gets it back to Morris. Morris gets around a screen from Walker. Drives in on Johnson. Goes baseline. Kicks it back out. It's Lewis. He'll drive on Woods. Blocked by Dakari Johnson, out of play with 4 on the shot clock. And for Johnson, that's his first block of the game. He's had a block now in 10 straight, and he's had 22 in those 10 games. Here's an inbounds play. 3 cutting left to right. Reverse scoop layup is good from Jarvis Threet. It's a 4-point lead for the Vipers.
Yeah, and you talked about Lewis and his rebounding. He's got 5 in this second half, and there goes Pargo with just a lazy pass stolen.
But the Vipers get just as lazy with it on a fast break attempt, and they throw it away. So no harm, no foul there.
Both of these teams just turning the ball over like crazy to start this fourth quarter. I mean, Oklahoma City already with
18 and 22 for the Vipers.
3 this quarter for Oklahoma City and
22.
5
for them. Hamilton catch and shoot 3.
Stroked it
from the corner. And that gets Oklahoma City back to within 1. That's 4 3 balls for Daniel Hamilton after he started 0 for 6. Here's a drive. Nice drive by Morris. A reverse on Hustis. As he shielded Hustis with his body, he's matched his season high with 29. 94-91. Hamilton on 9 of 14, or Morris on 9 of 14. Hamilton has the ball, throws it right to Lewis. Lewis is the 4-on-1. He'll take it himself. He missed it, but they had plenty there to follow. It's Payton with the follow, and a timeout from Coach Dagnall. That was ugly.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a 30-second timeout. And going back to that last play, Hamilton, I think that's kind of one of his downfalls. He likes to attack, which I'm not, you'd like to see a player attack, but you can't get stuck up in the air like that with nowhere to throw the ball. And he got stuck up in the air and just kind of threw the pass right to the RGV Viper.
That's 21 points scored by the Vipers off the 19 turnovers. Oklahoma City has scored 33 points off the 22 RGV, but as we talked about earlier, that's bad because Oklahoma City is 5-2 when the opponent scores more off turnovers, 3-5 when outscoring the opposition, and right now we're plus 11 in that department, but minus 5 on the scoreboard.
Well, both teams not great at protecting the ball. Oklahoma City, they're actually 6th in the league, averaging 18 turnovers a game, and you look at the Vipers, they average 17 turnovers a game. That's 13th in the league.
Both teams are 10 of 21 shooting three-pointers, which is a big turnaround from early on. They have 8 more shots to the Vipers, yet they've turned it over 22 times. They've still gotten up 72 shots, made 34 of them. Very tight in most of the categories. Vipers have a 38-31 lead in the rebounding department. Oklahoma City, when out-rebounded, is 0-5. They have never won a game this season in which they've been out-rebounded. Here's Caruso working on 3. Gets a screen from Tarzuski. Screen and roll. Kick out. Hustis for 3. Right side, no good. Tarzuski inside position on Caruso to get the rebound, but a foul. Wait, Caruso, he was jumping against Caruso. Did he foul his own guy? It's the 3rd foul on Tarzuski nonetheless. But it was Caleb and Caruso going up for the same rebound. Okay.
I think maybe Caleb
there was somebody
pushed,
in there, I'm sure he pushed off to get there. But
he's a big fella, so he was probably hiding the other guy.
Here's Payton passing it off now to Morris. Screen from Walker. Caruso runs through it, stay on the defense. Another screen. Payton alone, straightaway 3. It's short. Hustis clears for his 10th rebound, a double-double for Josh Hustis. Josh has on the offensive end, fakes the 3, drives into the paint, finger roll, up in the air, no good. Rebound tapped out to Hustis, to Tarzuski, puts it on the floor. He's tied up by Walker, and I mean, it's a big-time bear hug. He was not letting Caleb do that last spin and go to the hoop.
That's going to be foul number 3 for Walker.
Hustis, his first double-double of the season, 12 points, 10 rebounds.
11. They gave him that rebound.
They did. Okay, that's right, because it came out to him off the tap. So 12 and 11. It's the second time double-digit rebounding in first double-double. Pargo a drive. He got it blocked, but there's Caleb to clean it up, and he's in double figures now with 11.
Great job by Tarczewski trailing Pargo there to get that to clean that up.
He needs 3 more rebounds for a double-double. Here's Payton, a catch-and-shoot 3. He'll keep firing. He misses this one. Rebound is tapped out, kicked around. It's loose. It'll go to the Blue as it goes out of play. And I'm telling you what, I've never seen a game where every single rebound is contested with such ferocity. Walker leaves, and Smith is back in with the 5 fouls.
And we've said it so many times, both of these teams top 4 in the league. Oklahoma City at 4th with 47 a game. And then you look at RGV's first at 49 a game.
Here's a reach-in foul. No, they're going to call an offensive foul on Tarczewski underneath. A cut. It's his 4th foul, and that was away from the basketball. Big turnover there, down 3 with the basketball. And now you give it back over to the Vipers on your 20th turnover. Morris, Threet in the backcourt, along with Lewis and Payton. They've got 5 guards basically out there, along with Smith. Morris putting on a dribbling exhibition. Goes around Caruso at midcourt. Alex recovers. Now a scoop pass to Payton. Back to Morris. He'll launch a 3 straight away. No good. High rebound. It nearly went in on the Kareen. Instead, it's Eustace clearing his 12th of the game, a 12-12 double-double, and still time to go, 5-10. Caruso, hesitation dribble, hangs in the air in the lane, missed the shot, and he's fouled. Every ball is contested in this one. And the foul is on Smith, and he has just fouled out. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Oklahoma City Blue basketball. Joshua Smith fouls out with 5:07 to play. We'll make a mark of that one and see if Dakari and Tarczewski can get loose here in the last 5:07. Caruso's at the line. He's 4-4, shooting free ones tonight, and he gets that one to go. So that crucial turnover away from the ball on the foul on Tarczewski does not come back to haunt you. But they had several good looks down there. Come away empty. Caruso second is up and in as well. 96-95. We expect nothing less. Tied at 23 after 1. Tied at halftime at 54. And we've got a 1-point game with 5 minutes to play.
Yeah, and you got Hamilton and Johnson getting ready to check in on the next break, as well as J.P. Tokedo.
3. Oh, nice look to Walker. Cutting in down the middle of the lane. He cuts a double team and lays it in. Nice look from Jarvis Threet.
Yeah, and great job by Walker beating the 2 defenders that were right down below.
4th assist for Threet, 5 rebounds and 3 points. Caruso dribbling on Lewis. Tarczewski hammering with Walker down low. Pargo's now got it on the left side. Payton with the defense. Lob left of the lane to Houston, 6 to shoot. Josh faces up on Morris. He'll pull the trigger from about 16 and missed it short. Morris has the rebound. That is his 4th to go with 8 assists and 29 points. Drives the distance, curls out to Threet. 16 to shoot, back to Morris, 3 on its way over Tarczewski, missed it. Caruso taps the rebound over to Pargo, Blue coming the other way, 4:10 to play. Pargo into the offensive end, gets a screen from Tarczewski. Another screen, pulls the trigger from 3, short, and Caleb skies for the rebound, lost it coming down, and they're going to call a foul on Walker as Tarczewski gets skying and came down with it, had it stripped out by Walker, his 4th foul. I can tell Coach Brazzi's going to watch the film of this one and watch the official. He hasn't been happy with most of the whistles tonight. But looking at fouls called, the Vipers have been whistled 27 times, the Blue 19 times.
Yeah, but Oklahoma City is a team that also doesn't get called for a lot of fouls. I mean, they're 21st in the league. They only average 20 fouls a game. You look on the other side, really, RGV's not that, you know.
They're 10th.
Yeah, I mean, they're 10th at 24. So both these teams are really good at not fouling.
4 minutes to go now. Tarczewski at the line in a 98-95 game. 2 free throws coming. He's 3 for 4 shooting free throws. Johnson, Hamilton, and Tokedo all waiting to come into the game as Caleb hits the first. 98-96. By the way, you got an ESPN alert. What was that all about here during a timeout?
Oh, yeah, that was so the NBA is they're going to do a new CBA. collective bargaining agreement for anybody that doesn't know. And I got an update saying that Russell Westbrook next summer can sign a 5-year extension worth $219 million.
Wow.
After just signing a 3-year extension this past summer.
Like to see that happen. 98-97 as Tarczewski hit them both. He's got 13. Here's Tokido on the baseline. Got it, drilled it. JP started 0 for 6, but he's hit his last 2. And it's 100-97. Hamilton pulls it on a 3, short. Johnson, the backside, rebounded, hung on the rim and didn't go, and JP clears for the Vipers. And now we get a double foul call, I believe, on Walker and Johnson as they were crashing.
That's going to be 5 on Walker and I think 4 on Johnson.
They got tangled up, double foul, but the Vipers, that's 5 on Walker. Nash has 5, Walker 5, Tokido 5, and Smith is fouled out. That is 4 on Johnson. Vipers will keep it 100-97. The Vipers, with scoring 100 points, are 10-4 this season. They're 11-5 overall. Tokido straight away, drives, kicks, right side. It's Threet sizing up Hamilton. Drives past him, finds Tarczewski. Hamilton blocked him from behind. The ball is loose. Threet gets it and calls a timeout. Heads up play by Jarvis Threet. With 3 seconds on the shot clock, he's laying on his back with the basketball on his tummy. Hamilton got the block from behind, but the ball came loose, and Threet picked it up. 30-second timeout. We'll stay here with 3:13 to play in a 3-point game, 100-97.
A full timeout. They're going to change it.
They're going to change it to a full, so we will take it. 197, Vipers by 3. This is Oklahoma City Blue basketball. Yeah, they did owe us one.
Huh?
They did owe us. .313 to play, fourth quarter. Rio Grande Valley 100, Oklahoma City 97. Ed Murray, Chris Price courtside at the Cox Convention Center. Tokido, Lewis, Payton, Walker, and Morris take the floor for the Vipers. It'll be Johnson, Tarczewski, Hustis, Hamilton, and Caruso for Oklahoma City. So you've got an assignment Thunder player in Hustis, 2 draft picks in Hamilton and Johnson of the Thunder. So 3 Thunder draft picks are out there, along with 2 affiliate players who spent the summer with the Thunder. 3 to shoot, and slipping is Payton. I'm not sure oh my goodness, he turned around after his foot slipped. He's called for traveling and drilled about a 27-footer.
Well, Oklahoma City continuing to struggle this quarter shooting from the field. I mean, they're 3 of 16 this quarter. The Vipers 9 of 18. Biggest difference in this fourth quarter. Not to mention, points in the paint is owned by the Vipers right now by 8.
Johnson drives in, kicks out Caruso, 3 on its way from the corner, stroked it. And Caruso has tied the game at 100. Our 11th tie of the game. Caruso with 18 points. His high this year is 22. He's now the team leader with those 18, 17 for Johnson, 16 for Hamilton. Here's a drive by Morris, spin in the lane for 31. He doesn't get it. Tarczewski goes over the back for the rebound, and it'll be whistled for the foul. Dakari is going to contest a little bit. That's 5 on Tarczewski. He just kind of got caught with a smaller man underneath him and had to go over the back. So let's see if we got free throws coming up. Looks like it's going to be an out-of-bounds play.
It looks like it's only their 4th team foul.
I have trouble finding team fouls. There it is up there on that board. Couldn't see it on this other one. Shot clock blocks me. 14 on the shot clock. Tokido has it. He'll fire a 3, just steps into it, missed it short. Houston has his 13th rebound, which is a new season high. I think he had 17 one time last year. Here's Caruso pounding the dribble. Tie game, 2:19 to play. It's Johnson, spins on Walker, goes right, left, got him up the air, missed the layup, gets it back, and puts it in over the rim.
Yeah, Johnson now 7 of 10 from the field, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. 6 assists for the big man.
Padding his offensive rebounding numbers. Here's a drive, high off the glass, it's no good. Tarczewski altered that shot, coming down with it to Blue, and there's a foul in the backcourt. Tarczewski's presence altered that shot. Payton called for the foul in the backcourt. So he doesn't get a block on it, but he certainly influenced it quite a bit.
And that's going to be 3 fouls there for Payton. And that's going to be free throws. Oklahoma City now in the bonus for the last minute 55 of this game.
And Caruso will be shooting him, and he's 6 for 6 in this game. Career high rebounding numbers for Houston is 13. So he has tied his career high as a professional here in the D-League.
Caruso hits his first free throw, now has 19 points, 7 of 7 from the free throw line, 5 of 10 from the field, and he has 4 assists.
This would make it a 2-possession game as Payton leaves and Threed is back in. Caruso looking for 20 points. He's got it, and it's a 104-100 lead. So the Blue are +7 since Joshua Smith fouled out. They were down 3 when he fouled out at the 5:07 mark. Morris goes around a screen from Walker, cut off by Tarczewski. The trailer out to 3 is Tokido. He misses it long. Dakari skies high for the rebound. His 7th to go with 19 points. Hands off to Caruso, 1:36 to play. Blue up by 4. Pass left side to Hamilton. He has 4 3 balls in this game. Caruso goes to Johnson on the right side. He's got Tokido on his hip. Big mismatch in height. Dakari will take it strong, hooks it with the left hand, and it's a 6-point Oklahoma City lead.
And Dakari Johnson now with 21 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 8 of 11 on the night.
His 9th 20-point game of the season. Here's a hesitation, now kick out. Morris gets to the corner to Tokido, drives in, kicks it outside the 3 to Morris. Got his man in there, it was Lewis, passes to 3. Now it's Tokido, left angle 3, hit the netting on the bottom without going over the rim first. It's Blue basketball with a 6-point lead, 1 minute to play. Payton will come back in.
Yeah, and Tokido continues his struggles, 2 of 11 on the night, 6 points. He does have 5 rebounds, 3 assists, but he also has been sitting on 5 fouls for a little while.
Oklahoma City on a 9-0 run since the timeout at 3:13. And the Vipers led 100-97.
And that's when Caruso came out and hit that 3, correct?
Yep. Here's a drive. Hamilton splits a double team, goes to Caleb. Nice job of the big man catching it. Kicks it out to Caruso with 12 to shoot. Alex will drive, goes to the right, lays it off the glass and good.
Great play by Caruso.
It's an 11-0 run for Oklahoma City, sparked by Alex Caruso. Caruso with 22 points. Here's a drive by Walker. He misses the finger roll. Hamilton clears it, and the Vipers will not contest. Down 8 with 30 seconds to play. Caruso has matched his career high with 22. Now a foul in the forecourt, and it's on Caruso. The foul on Morris. He fouled Caruso, who's 8 of 8 at the line. 1 success, and he has a new high as a professional. The rookie out of Texas A&M. 4 assists tonight as he misses the first free throw, so he's 8 for 9. Woods will get back in. Caruso has 4 or more assists 10 times this season, and now he has 20 points or better twice. Double-figure scoring on 10 occasions in 16 games. See if he can get the second one to go. He does. 109-100, a 12-0 run since 3:13 to play. What a comeback here by the Blue. Long 3 on its way from Lewis. Oh, he buries another one. Is he 5 for 5?
Lewis is, yes, 5 of 5.
And a foul in the backcourt. The foul is on Peyton, his 4th foul. So a 12-0 run is stopped by that 3 ball by Lewis, who has 16 points. Did you tell her we'd like to get Alex Caruso?
I did.
Okay, very good. Hamilton at the line, who started 0 for 6. Tough night shooting 5 of 17, but still 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Has his hands on a few balls in the passing lane. 110-103, 111-103. What a game. 22 lead changes, 11 ties. Morris will drive the length of the floor and lays it in. He has 31 points, a new season high for him.
And again, they foul.
I'm not familiar with Morris, 2011 NBA draft pick, 2nd round by the Lakers. He has 132 NBA games to his credit. He played for the Nets last year. When he was with Rio Grande Valley back in 2014, he scored 51 points in a playoff game and added 18 assists in that game, which I think is still a D-League record for a playoff game. Hamilton misses that free throw. I'm not sure if they supplied us the career highs. They did not for Morris. Again, 31 is a new season high at least. Hamilton eyes the 2nd free throw, knocked that one down. 112-105. It's a 12-0 run from the 3-minute mark down to about the minute mark. Here's 3 to step back 3. That's hard to say real fast. Caruso, why not? Gets the rebound at the buzzer. And Oklahoma City knocks off Rio Grande Valley 112-105. And Coach Brazzi just walked off the floor, did not go shake the hand of Coach Daignault. He's headed straight for the locker room. That's the first time in the 3 years I've done Blue games that I've seen that happen. So I don't know why you'd be upset with the coach. I wouldn't shake maybe the hands of the officials if I was upset about things. But anyway, Rio Grande Valley falls to 11-6, 4-5 on the road, 8-6 in the West. And this is their first division game. They're 0-1 in the division. The Blue now 9-7, 5-3 at home, 6-2 against the West, and 3-1 in the division. Joining us is Alex Caruso, the rookie from Texas A&M. Alex,
how's it going?
It was a 3-point game with 3 minutes to go. Timeout. I think you came out and hit a 3, hit some free throws down the stretch. You went on a 12-0 run to win this ball game tonight.
Yeah, I mean the difference between this game and the last 3 or 4 games that we played is I think our energy and our focus has been better throughout the whole game. Instead of finishing on a 12-0 run down 15 or down 20, we were down 3 or up 3, whatever it was. So we were able to pull away and win. So I think it was all the work we did before the last 3 minutes to set us up for that. And then, I mean, just getting stops and playing hard, that's what wins games.
Yeah, first off, great game, Alex, I got to say. And I want to go kind of piggyback off a question Ed asked the coach earlier in the game. When you get used to a player like Reggie, who then you know his spots, you know where he wants to be, you know where he likes to shoot the ball from, and then he gets called up, and now you got to kind of get used. How much pressure does that put on you when you got to start getting used to maybe a newer guy coming in off the bench or in the starting lineup?
Yeah, I don't know if it's more pressure. It's just more opportunities to take shots, more opportunities to get in the game. Because, I mean, Reggie's a great player, and we obviously miss his shooting and all the things he's done because he knows how to play at this level. But I think it just gives opportunities to the other guys. I mean, we got a bunch of confident guys. There's nobody on our team that goes out there and is scared to play anybody any given night. So I think it really just comes down to taking advantage of the opportunities. I mean, there's more minutes now with Reggie not here. Glad he got to get called up, so I mean, it's just time for everybody else to step up a little bit.
Alex, I'm sure in the Southeastern Conference you had a lot of wars, but I can't remember a game where every single rebound was so hotly contested, every loose ball, hands going everywhere. And you mentioned some of the other guys. Mike Henry came in with some quality minutes. Ward came in with some really quality time. Those guys that don't get a lot of playing time, and they were all over the place all game long, as were the starters as well.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to what we just talked about, the opportunities. I mean, those minutes might not have been there when Reggie was here. So for them to stay ready to every day come to work and be ready to play. And then, I mean, that's just reaping the fruits of all the hard work that they put in. Because, I mean, we know they're capable of it. I get more excited watching Carrington and Mike go out there. And I mean, Mike had a couple of possessions where he got a steal, he got an and one, he got a defensive rebound. made a good pass. I mean, he gave really solid minutes when he was out there.
You can appreciate steals.
Yeah.
He had 3 of them.
Yeah,
I was going to say the same thing. He came out and he just
and nearly got a 4th, but lost it out of bounds.
And I said it during the broadcast to Ed. I was like, Mike Henry's taking advantage of the playing time that he's getting.
Yeah, him and Carrington, both dudes from Chicago. I mean, they're hard-nosed. They play hard. They know how to defend. So once they get out there, I mean, I got utmost confidence they're ready to play.
Well, you tied your pro high tonight with 22 points and really getting comfortable with the offense. So good.
Yeah, thank you.
I know they're waiting for you in the locker room, Alex. Thanks very much.
Great game, guys.
Alex Caruso, rookie out of Texas A&M, affiliate player, with 22 points tonight. And a lot of those critical and late in the fourth quarter during that 12-0 run as he ignited the comeback as Oklahoma City wins it 112